plus à moi de porter le chapeau, alors que je ne suis pas fautif. Noblesse et misère, serait-ce de la chance? Quel sera mon choix entre le chemin d'épines et celui de rose? Et au lancer de cette pièce, je céderai ou je résisterai. Si je ne suis que la marionnette de mon destin, quel est mon rôle dans cette intrigue où l'espoir est vain, est vain?
Life or death, I own my fate. Life or death, I own my fate.
Ma vie n'est que souffrance. Suis-je assez digne d'un bonheur et d'une chaleur éphémère? La vie m'amène les âmes avec véhémence, mais elle offre parfois des pièces par clémence. Je ne devrais pas exister. Quel sera mon choix entre le chemin d'épines et celui de rose? Et au lancer de cette pièce, je céderai ou je résisterai. De ces fils n'est qu'une utopie pour une marionnette. Ton cœur et le sang des rats véloques d'apportera la solution. Je refuse d'entendre le son du glas. Je veux que les pensées se tournent vers moi. Je crois en moi, je serai mon propre maître. Je m'en remets au destin, car il incarne ma volonté. Quel sera mon choix entre le chemin d'épines et celui de rose? Et au lancer de cette pièce, je céderai ou je résiste. À part tous ces préceptes prétentieux, je tournerai et déchirerai la page de mon. Quel sera mon choix entre le chemin d'épines et celui de rose? Et au lancer de cette pièce, je céderai ou je résiste. Mon destin se pliera à ma volonté. Quant à moi, je suis dorénavant mon propre maître, propre maître.
Or death, I own my fate. Life or death, I set my fate.
Dear God, I scantily repent my sins. Let your blood wash me clean for all.
Whoa, hello?
Ma vie est fade comme la poussière. Mon démon intérieur
Could you hear me at all?
ne me laisse aucun répit. Les
Is this the first words you've heard speak out of my mouth?
laisse des cicatrices profondes qui restent ouvertes. Que puis-je y faire? Ma vie
We could hear you until now?
à subir du mépris et à survivre dans la souffrance. Pourquoi est-ce à moi de porter le chapeau alors que je ne suis pas fautif? Noblesse
Okay, I'm getting mixed. Okay, did you guys hear my rant about when the special episode was happening?
Quel sera mon choix?
Of me saying that it's definitely happening next week? Or no?
Celui de rosé au lancer de cette pièce. Je céderai
No?
ou je résisterai. Si je ne suis que la marionnette de mon
Okay, let's start over.
dans cette intrigue où l'espoir
Yo, how we doing? Yo, how's everyone's Friday? Dude, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Oh, dude, the special program? Oh, it's definitely next week and not in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's definitely next week. Yeah, dude. Oh man. Woo, I got crackers. I got my coffee. Oh man. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? First time coming here. Dude, I literally, oh, wait. I forgot. This is how I started it. I'm gonna reread Mark's message. Calling Vanity dad has a different meaning now that he's pregnant by Hugo. Yeah, because now I'm a real dad. Now I'm a real dad. What are you gonna do when I actually become a dad? That's how I started. What are you gonna do when I'm a real dad? Nothing. That's what you're gonna do. I just talked to myself for 8 minutes, and I thought you guys were talking back to me. Where's Courtney at? Courtney's in chat. Courtney, show yourself. Show yourself. Call you a boomer? Bro, boomer is a generation, okay? Being a parent doesn't mean you're a boomer. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Baby Vanity. Okay, boomer. Okay, bro. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. Yes, it do. Since when? Literally since when? Anyway. Jeez. I was saying, yeah, dude. Special episodes next week. Which means I want to try and have my season 1 recap out by Wednesday. That's in 5. I need to get that shit done in 5 days. 5 days. I need to get that shit done. I'm pretty sure we're nearing 20,000 words. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words. It might be longer than 2.5 hours. I may have to cut it down. I don't know. We'll have to see. I may have to rewrite some parts and cut some stuff out. I've already done that a lot, but I might have to do it more. Are you reading the script word for word? Yes. Yeah. I'm writing the script. The research thing with the bullet points was way before. Make it a 3-parter? Fuck no. I'm making it a 1-parter. A 1-part, 3-hour video. And y'all are going to make it have so many views. Trust me. Promise me that. Promise me that. Please, please. That video is going to be, it's so much work. I need it to, I literally need that video to pop the fuck off. Does it include commission? It includes important events, all main story, all agent quests that were in season 1. It also includes the details of how Ether is like a, or how hollows are a, like leftover from the war that collapsed the old civilization. But I'm telling it all in chronological order, which means before I even get to the events in game, I talk about the old civilization, how a war happened, collapsed it, and then Eridu, how Eridu came to be with the Void Hunters, and then the fall of Eridu, and then everything that happened during the fall of Eridu. The fact that Weizenbell saw Carol Arna be kidnapped by the Hand 24 hours before the fall of the old capital. Khalidah's dad, Hors, did that stuff with the monument. What else? During the fall of the old capital, I introduce the fact that snipers like thing happened. And then, yeah, like it's literally, it's all in chronological order. All this shit happened before the game. Like, there's so much that happens before the game. In fact, Trigger's agent story mission is also technically before the game. So, yeah. It's a lot. It's all in chronological order. It should be sponsored by Hoyo. Yeah, well, apparently Hoyo doesn't want to do that. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, let's join VC. Oh, it's
The synonym for that.
Hello.
Orifice. A hole. Hole is a synonym.
Can we get a third synonym?
A opening.
I left. How is it the first thing I go into the VC, I hear Age saying orifice? Bro. What are we doing?
Reasons. Body
Cleansing
purging
reasons.
reasons.
All right, I'm back.
Sometimes, you know, you need to drop an Oppenheimer, and that's just how it be.
You got a backdoor
I'm
ass?
sorry, a what?
Okay. Oh, stop. I join the VC. The first thing I hear is Age saying orifice and hole. I leave. Meme about the fact that the first thing I hear is orifice and hole. I come back, and now you're saying we need to pull an Oppenheimer? I left for like not even 30 seconds. How did we get here?
You're talking about backdoors.
Well, I was asked a question. I was put on the spot, okay? So I am merely oh, sorry, give me 1 second. What
Yeah, don't blame Age. EO asked this question.
Yeah. I am merely providing an answer to a question that was asked. So I'm just trying to educate everyone on what's going on.
I got you.
Josh, what you fucking up over there?
Age, send me a knock, please.
Did I not? I thought I sent you an invite already.
No, I did not get one.
Did not get it? Okay. I mean, I can invite you again.
Dude, that would be so
If that doesn't work,
awesome.
I will send it.
Oh yeah, anyone.
Yeah. Did you get it now?
That is your boy Soul. Yes, I did get it this time.
Sweetie swooty.
Hola.
Before I come back here, Mom, let me grab a bottle of water.
Nah, you're all good.
Okay, chat. I think you guys are going to start being merged with the other chats. So be nice and thank you for the
Spectacular.
follows. Okay, start virtual cam.
Oh yeah, I need to do
Discord.
that too.
Discord.
I need to do that too.
Devices. OBS virtual cam. Why am I so big?
Big.
Why am I so big?
Big.
Oh no, making myself bigger. I need to be smaller and
Wait,
moved
did your
over.
guys' Discord update recently and reset all of your settings?
No.
For schlaps? Not
'Cause
really
mine
though.
did. Mine did.
Mine did not.
Mine did not also, thankfully.
Maybe you got the pre-beta update.
I like a little. It wiped all my keybinds. It wiped all of my.
Yo, thank you for all the follows. You guys are epic. I don't know why I blanked on the rest of my thank you message. Here, hold on. Let me get rid of my regular camera so that there's not double vanity. Okay, there you go. There you go. Look at that. Dude, I'm still deafened. Josh is so handsome. Josh is so handsome, and for why? For what, dude? All right, I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back. So yeah, I just want you to know I did not bring up that conversation. Okay, it was thrust upon me.
Right. I trust you.
So-
Rust is a word amongst others to use.
Dude, what are you eating?
I'm eating Korean beef.
Dude, wait,
marinated
I thought
beef.
you just told me. Didn't you just tell me like 2 days ago that you were done with the Korean food for like 7 years because of how much you ate?
You're right
No
about
comment.
that.
No comment.
You're right about that.
That's so funny. I'm pretty sure I literally said I'll see you eating it again in a couple days.
No, you're not. No, you did say that. No, you did say that.
And he was correct.
You were correct.
Correct.
God.
Hey,
God.
hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is, you know? Okay, to be fair, this shit's from Costco, man.
No,
And
you were talking about it just now. Is it like the beef, the one that
Yeah.
comes in like the rolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
That shit's
It's
golden,
so
bro.
Oh, nice. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I was about to say, you're
Yeah, so
you're
that's
a,
all you, like, I'm telling you guys, it's the fucking hack, man. It's the hack. Guys, go to Costco.
Chat
Go
said
get the
Costco
Korean beef.
mentioned.
Holy hot pot, bro. You can fry it. I don't suggest you frying it because it takes away from the grade. But you can marinate it, make soups.
I do like me some soup. I do like me some soup.
Yep.
Age, get your camera in here, please.
Oh, sorry. I was adding you guys to my stream title.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Sorry, I was playing Expedition 33 just now, and
Dude.
it's the only thing I can think about.
I want to play it so bad. I've been too busy to start, but I
Same.
want to
I
start
haven't started
so badly. Stream
I
told me I
just
have to
started.
do it on stream, so I'm doing it.
I just started. It's really good so far. I've
Well,
only played like 1 hour of the 30-hour playtime because I was too busy yapping.
Wait, hold up.
I've been streaming for 5.5 hours, by the way.
Oh goodness. What have you
You
been
played
doing?
how long?
I
You said
played
you-
like around like 1 to 2 hours worth of gameplay from Expedition.
Wait, did you start the
33.
stream for Expedition 33?
Yes.
What were you yapping about for 2 hours?
Just stuff.
Right, okay.
No, I was zapping in the middle. Okay, it
Oh.
wasn't before. You know.
I got you. Yeah. You had to talk about how great the music was on startup, huh?
Ah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, I wouldn't know yet, but I know that I've heard that the music is absolutely goated.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and Doom came out. The new Doom came out like yesterday.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I want to do that too. I
Oh.
want to play that as well.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear a back?
It's
somebody,
I think
like-
it's from Soul Stream.
What are you hearing?
Oh,
you
right,
just have
because your
to-
volume.
Yeah, you just have to.
Here,
You're good. You're good.
talk
You don't need
again?
to do anything.
Yeah, you don't need it. It was from my end. Okay, I think we're good.
Oh wait, I'm
Um,
not. Oh right.
Hola.
Oh wait, no. Wait, that's the wrong one.
Give me
Doom,
1 sec. I also
the
need to turn
guy
off,
from
like...
Fortnite. Yeah, dude, it's the guy from Fortnite. That's exactly who.
Who isn't from Fortnite?
Dude, I don't know. My favorite's Hatsune Miku from Fortnite. I bought every single Hatsune Miku skin. That's the craziest OC
Dude,
they've
oh my
ever
god,
done.
as we were oh my god, we were supposed to play. We were supposed to play when she came out, but then I didn't even freaking get her.
Dude, why?
I didn't have it installed and then I just forgot and then it was gone and I was like, shit, I missed Miku.
Should have done what I did. I literally installed
Miku.
just for Miku, and then I bought everything related to Miku, including the music pass.
Oh my god.
And then I uninstalled the game.
That's what I did. That's what I did for the Boku no Hero one way back.
Oh, really?
I bought all of the characters, all of the loot, and then I played 2 games and then I uninstalled.
Very good.
Oh my god.
Really quick, can I get an audio check from everybody? Let's start with Soul.
Yo, hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Okay, that's pretty good. As
Yo, it's me. It's your boy.
I think I need to raise you up a bit.
Make it much higher.
Can we get much higher?
Wait,
So
what did?
high.
I forgot
Did-
F. I can't
Cass, is it not hot over there where you at?
Do what?
Is it not hot over there?
It's hot as fuck where I'm at, bro. It is
Why you
hold
got
on.
that big ass coat on?
hold on, I'll tell you in a second. It is currently 92 degrees outside. It's
And you got
because
that big ass coat on?
yeah, because okay, so here's the thing. I like being cozy, so I will have the
Yeah.
house set as low as I possibly can. So it's like 68 in the house right now, and then I have the ceiling fan going. Just because I like being cold. So
God
it's-
bless
I feel it.
for AC.
I feel it.
Like,
Yeah.
thank you, AC.
yes.
My room is so warm because my PC was chugging trying to run Expedition 33.
And stream it
I
as
literally
well.
had my thing on all. I had it on all low graphics.
Did you really? Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
god.
Wait, is it a hard game to run?
Yeah, and my fan was still going. Brrr. And I
Is it a
know
hard
my-
game to
My
run?
room is just really warm.
Is it a hard game to run?
No,
take a lot
actually,
of
like
time?
it's a pretty easy game to run. It's just my fan because I think the circulation in my room is very bad. So then
Mhm.
it gets really warm whenever I stream normally. So then on top of the fact that I have a more intensive game running compared to like Zenless or whatnot,
Yeah.
that it was not having a great time. On top of the fact it's also really warm today.
So
Yeah.
did you lower the settings then to try to get the fan to stop spinning? Not necessarily that you couldn't run it at higher.
it didn't stop spinning.
Oh,
But
okay.
at least my usage was a bit better. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I just don't want to like fry my PC.
No, that's fair.
Like I'm sure I could run it on high,
No.
but it's I just don't want to do that to my parts. So low it is.
Folks, I think I am all set up on my end.
I'm good on my end.
Are we good?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm
Also,
cool.
before we do anything,
Second.
are we playing your mini game today?
We are. I literally set it up within 5 minutes when I got home today.
Spectacular.
I did.
I
I
love
got
it.
I got it all set
Okay,
up.
Perfect.
Is that why you
Perfect.
messaged me?
Do
didn't
what?
finish my
I
mini
messaged you
game.
for the thumbnail because I didn't have a thumbnail. Because
That's my bad. I was doing a DA run while you messaged me.
no, you're so good.
I was
I
locked
meant
in.
to message you guys earlier, but I have literally been. I am so unbelievably swamped in both IRL and content stuff that I literally
feel
have
you.
been like isolated. I have not been able to respond to anyone in so long.
No, I get you. I've been in a fugue state since April.
Yep.
Like I came back from the trips and I honestly I'm so backlogged. I just haven't been able to think about anything.
Yeah, that's right. You play way more games than me, so that's probably worse for you than it is for me.
Oh, I need to finish the reverse update.
Oh, good lord. Well, folks, I think it's time for us to get this. Oh, let me turn on my lights. I was soft Josh just now. Now I have
Hard.
lights.
Hard light, Josh.
The beacon.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Proxy Podcast. Hello. It's your host with the most. It's your boy Josh. Welcome back. We're finally back. We're finally officially fully back now. We're so back. We're so back. We're so back. Today we have a very, very special guest. But let's first introduce the rest of the cast. Welcome in, H.
Oh, me
How's
first.
it going?
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice to see you guys, or I guess hear you guys, or speak to you guys if you're listening to the Spotify. Hello, my name is HKK. I am one of the hosts, and I play lots of gacha games, as you guys probably know. Play lots of Zenless, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Reverse 1999. Recently started Expedition 33, and I'm obsessed. And yeah, lovely to be here.
And then we have Azrael Vanity.
Hello, my name is Azrael Vanity. I do Zenless lore. Chat is apparently saying that I'm pregnant now. I don't know. No, I said I was pregnant by Hugo before I started stream. They said I was late to stream, and I said, "Does that mean I'm pregnant?" And then they asked who the dad was. So, me. Yeah, I want to ask you guys about you. How? Yeah, actually, I know how your Hugo pulls went. Anyway, Azrael Vanity. I stream Zenless lore. I'm in the script dungeon currently, writing a season 1 recap. And yeah. That's me.
There you go. And now to introduce our very, very special guest. I actually had them alongside another friend of ours, EO, on a pilot of the Proxy podcast. That
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, just a little. Wait, dude, that was way back in like, I think one of like the first few months. I think like the first like 2 or 3 months when
that was
when
before
Zenless was
1.4.
out. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was before 1.4.
Yeah. Well, welcome in another King of Combat. They are quite well versed in gacha games as well as fighting games. It's your fellow YouTuber, Soul to Soul.
The GOAT.
What's good? Now, truthfully, I'm not that versed in the gacha games. I don't play that many. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, that means you're sane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. Try to stay sane.
That means you love yourself.
Mostly make Zenless content, but very open to make other gacha game content in the future. Like I said, I like fighting games and stuff too. And for the most part, I would say I cover meta, but I think my main initiative now is I just want to show that the game is fun as hell. That's my main point.
Heck
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yeah. And talking about fun, I mean, I know we're kind of jumping into the conversation about, you know, Zenless stuff, and of course, Soul, you said you cover a lot of combat. Very, very recently, there's been a lot of conversations.
We're gonna jump into this
within the,
right away.
Yeah. Wait,
Within
Josh,
the
you gotta
community.
introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we get into
Trying to
all that,
start
honestly,
drama before you even
I-
introduce yourself.
I like to jump in. I just like to jump into it. No foreplay. But hi, my name is Josh. I do a lot of Zenless Zero variety content. You know, from Bang Boos to honestly, that's the only variety thing I do outside of just regular guides. But hey, I also like to do more meta analyses and combat stuff as well. And that's why I wanted to jump right into the hot sauce. You know, I want to jump from zero, from the mild to all the way to the spiciest of hot sauces. Because I mean, amongst the other topics that we have planned out. But folks, there's been a lot of conversation around the community around the direction of where Genshin is going, and in particular, for those who've been
Genshin.
Genshin.
Yeah,
within.
Genshin.
Did I say
One of
Genshin?
you did say
100%
Genshin.
Genshin. Yeah, take that energy towards Genshin.
Oh yeah, let's leave it all at Genshin. Honestly. But yeah, in Zenless Zero, there's been a lot of talk about HP inflation. Now, for the folks who don't know or who aren't really participating in, say, conversation and discussion, a little bit of background for you guys. When it comes to Zenless Zero, as we were getting stronger units and as the game is trying to progress, the game should, supposedly get more difficult. And a few content creators within the space and outside of the space have brought to our attention that HP inflation amongst, other gacha games with Zenless Zero, we're picking up quite a bit. We are picking up quite a bit when it comes to the HP inflation of the enemies, or aka, since we're a PvE game, the environment. And it's brought about a greater conversation about where the game state is right now and where it could get as we head into a very, very new season with so many unknowns. But Soul, I'd love to get your kind of opinion and get this discussion started. What is your take on the HP inflation?
This is the only place you're going to get my take on it, because I've debated for about a week or so to make a video on it. But I've been so tired of seeing it that I decided not to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understandable.
But, from my perspective, I understand like the people that are outside of the community on the statements that they make. But I think there's a lot of disingenuous conversations that happen with it because of the fact they don't present nuance within the discussion. So to get us out the bat, HP inflation, yes, it exists. Is it a problem? No. Can it be a problem? Yes, if not maintained correctly. That's like the main gist of it. But one of the main points that I see always everybody brings up is like, why was it introduced? And for the most part, everybody just always only brings up, oh, because of Miyabi. Oh, because of Astra. And sure, I guess you can say that those are some of the key factors of why they brought it in. But we also need to factor in, how was Zenless month one? Month one of Zenless, we had two big complaints that everybody had, which was TV mode and overall game difficulty. People always used to say Zenless was just a spammy game, and people hated it because it was very boring to play, because the game didn't cause you to use any of the mechanics, because you could just left click or spam your way through everything. And what that also meant was that enemies were just dying by anything in the game, no matter what you was doing. So to some degree, HP increases were needed in order to balance out the game, especially with the direction of a lot of changes and stuff they were doing to units as we progressively went out throughout the game's months. And so we got to a point leading up to 1.4 where that's when, after, I believe it's like after 1.5, like 1.5 or 6, just where we started seeing like the massive increases that happen. But people need to realize that they did this because of how simple and quote unquote brain dead people called the game within the first few months of it being out, as well as that we got one of the biggest combat changes that the game experienced, which was every character getting the ultimate.
Yes.
And I don't think everybody realizes how drastically that changed the entire team dynamic of the game, because not only did that mean extra damage, that also mean for all our stunners, they were triggering stun almost 2 to 3 times faster than they were before. All the supports were being able to apply their debuffs the fastest. Like Nicole shot up. Nicole was already a top tier support, but she's at a definitive point that it's kind of hard to see her fall down any lower than where she currently is right now, just because of how strong she is, with the addition of her ultimate being that strong. And then we have like a support like Lucy, where she's built like a DPS, and if you build her right, her ult is hidden like a DPS. So when tying those things in together, the increase of HP makes sense. And I think where we are right now, we're at the point where I feel like we should start seeing it level out. I imagine they'll probably do a few increases going within, or at least my hope is that they'll do a few more increases maybe within the early of the 2.x lifespan. But at some point, the drastic increases need to slow down. And we do need to get to a point where if you're going to do increases, make it minimum. And the changes that are quote unquote or supposedly coming to the game for older units need to reflect that they'll be able to still maintain and clear things. Because um I know I'm kind of rambling right here. Oh, a
No,
weird
no,
in
you're good.
between
You're good.
discussion
This is
that
good.
happens with this is that how do I want to say this? People want the game. People don't want the game to be boring and simple, but they also don't want the game to be too difficult. And I feel like we are at a point right now where the game is pretty simple to understand to essentially improve at. And one of my biggest gripes, I guess, for me, my background of being into fighting games, not even just fighting games, just a big RPG person as a whole, a big factor that for some reason a lot of players in this space don't like hearing is that you can just get better at certain things if you're struggling. I understand HP could have caused things to be harder, but we're at the point where that if you're struggling at the game, you could just genuinely improve at it without causing yourself to spend any money at all. Using the core units that are still currently within the game that we got within the 1.0. And so, in my opinion, as long as the game stays within that realm where if it promotes improvement from players and not just stagnation and just being able to clear no matter what, then I think that's fine. And I think a lot of the in-game content, maybe not Shiyu. Shiyu could probably use some adjustments on how they reward players, but especially like Deadly Assault, how it's set up, it doesn't really require like massive heavy investment for you to be like super good at the game to get the in-game clears. It's so flexible to the point that I think most players aren't really struggling to clear DA. And that could be just me not in the loop, but from somebody get a lot of comments that comes in asking questions about how to improve. That gets a few people in my Discord to come in that watches all of the other creators in our space constantly helping people learn how to improve at the game if whenever they have issues to help out. It just feels really weird that we have people outside the space making this an issue when we've been the main people that's addressed this issue. Literally, I made a whole video about this 2 months ago. We talked about this before it got big as all these people outside the space wanted to make it a big deal. Which, if people, no, I ain't gonna be messy. I ain't gonna be messy.
Yeah, you don't need to be messy. It's okay.
I ain't gonna be messy. But genuinely, I feel like where a lot of us creators are coming from, we aren't saying HP inflation isn't an issue to cope. We're saying it from a statement as some people that's already been having this conversation within our spaces because we understand how it has reflected in other Hoyo games like HSR, and we're keeping an eye on it. But at the same time, there's a lot of things that we know that we can do to help our communities, and we've all been doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are like differences between Zenless and Star Rail's combat, obviously. I think one of the biggest reasons why in Star Rail in particular it's so frustrating is because of how limited you are in the gameplay. Like it's the turn-based combat and you only have X amount of turns. So if you can only do X amount of damage with X amount of turns, then there's no way that you can get better at the game. Because even if you like play it perfectly, there's just not enough numbers, right? Versus in Zenless, I know a lot of people find issue with the just get better, but like genuinely, there are ways that you can improve your combat, improve your gameplay that can cause you to do better in the game itself when you're fighting monsters. You learn how to play your teams properly. It's honestly kind of like the same as WUA, right? Like in WUA, you can learn how to play your teams properly, and then you can get better at some of the end game. In Zenless, it's the same thing. If you play your teams better, then you will do more damage and you'll be able to play the end game better too. So because there's more flexibility on like the skill floor aspect of the combat, then the HP inflation, while obviously, like you said, it can become an issue. but it's definitely less of an issue at the moment because there are definitely a lot of characters that can still clear endgame and clear a lot of different types of game modes when you play them properly. So, if people are looking for that super easy, okay, we want to be able to clear the end game super fast every single time so that we can get our rewards, then it's like, that's not end game then.
That's what I'm
Then
saying.
it's just another game mode for you to farm, which is, I can understand the sentiment because sometimes I am also a bit busy and I'm like, I don't really want to like farm the end game and actually have to play properly before I got, my M6, but it's, I don't know. I feel like you do have to have those different game modes for the different types of players. Some people enjoy actually working towards being able to clear stuff, and then some people just want to farm. But you can't expect a game to only give you stuff to farm all the time very easily, because then it's like there's no satisfaction from ever actually playing the game or building your team properly. Because if you can just beat everything with no problem, then like I don't know,
And
it's just not as
I
fun.
will say that's one point that I think a lot of people bring up was that like gotcha games are like very casual. That is their core audience, which I think everybody understands that. But I think people aren't acknowledging that because the genre has grown to a point that you're actually getting a lot of other type of players that they're like heavily invested into these games that want to be more than just the normal casual player. That it is the large majority. So I think Zenless and like WAHOO are two examples of that. They want to be able to cater to both sides as much as they can. Of course, the casual audience is the big core, which even with this whole HP inflation thing, majority of the core things that you do in Zenless are very casual based. We have two to three in-game modes, but everything else is catered to the casual, the story, all of the events. There's so much in this game that you can do in comparison to most gachas that you don't have to touch in game, and they give you premium currency for almost everything that you do in the game.
Yeah.
So I understand that people want their currency from it, but there's give and takes that I think that we just have to have, and that people just have to expect for some of these games. Now that the space is getting a lot bigger, and there's going to be a multitude of type of players that get invested into them now.
Yeah, I think so. There's a couple points that I want to bring up. One is with the wanting the premium currency. Just because there is premium currency, like in certain modes, does not mean you're entitled to it. You still need to earn that currency. If you are dog shit, you are not gonna get it, brother. Like it's just simple as that. But when it comes to like, it's just here's the thing. This shit pisses me off so much because here's the thing.
I didn't say it.
I'm not saying that like you need to be a god like to get it. It literally takes not a lot of work at all to like practice the game. It's where you need to play the game to earn the shit in the game. It's really not that hard. Also, these topics I feel like are not even worth entertaining because here's the thing. Even if the HP inflation wasn't there, okay, the same people that are complaining about HP inflation are going to turn around and go, the game's too easy. It's exactly what we heard at the beginning of the game. Game's a little too easy. Okay, make it harder. Not HP inflation. Enemies have bigger attacks. You need to wait. You need to have patience. Otherwise, you're going to die. The enemy spam attacks too much. Is too much. There's no winning. There really is no winning. There is nothing they can do to please everyone. And this scenario, it is quite literally, dude, it's not that bad. Like the HP inflation, yes, like you said, it exists. It can be a problem. But like we've already mentioned, Star Rail, it's a turn-based game. There's not much. There's no skill expression there. What people are basically saying they want right now, for those that are like hating on the HP inflation, is they do quite literally want the skill ceiling to be where they want it. Sounds similar to what someone else said, but if I say the name, then it'll be an L take. So I'm just gonna leave it there. But yeah, I think it's very funny just seeing all these topics come up all the time. That's why I never give my take on it, like make a video on it, because I don't care. Like I don't really care that much, but it's crazy. Yeah, I'm the lore guy. Which
I just goon.
I just good. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really funny that these like it legitimately feels like people aren't actually looking at what they're arguing about. And it will continuously come up no matter what. I do think that the Zenless devs will manage it a lot better than it was in the other games, because they have continuously mentioned that they want to buff older characters. In fact, they didn't just say they were going to buff numbers. They've, correct me if I'm wrong, they quite literally said they were going to like rework some characters, like rework as in their kit.
Update kits and stuff.
Right,
too.
like
And the big thing about that is that we haven't asked for any of that.
yeah, I know.
They just brought it up. Like the whole HP inflation, like when that happened, the HP inflation topic was like, it was. I don't even know if I think it was like just starting, like to get like kind of pick up within our community when that dev talk happened.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a big conversation. And the only character that people were like kind of asking buffs for at the time was Ellen. But even if I'm not mistaken, even in that translation, like he even brought up like A ranks, and I think he even specified like Corrin, or he talked about.
They
Corrin.
showed Corrin on screen when he said
showed
it. I think.
Corrin. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
They showed Corrin. On
Corrin
screen.
also had like the really fun mechanic in the
lawnmower.
The lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they showed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
sorry,
Okay.
I interrupted you.
No, you're good.
No. I was just gonna like piggyback off the point that like they mentioned it, and we've already seen the changes and development on that live. We see it in Lost Void. We see the Ellen Joe changes. We see some changes to Jane Doe's multipliers and like an additive like X/attack on that EX special. We've seen the Corrin because one of her big issues was her mobility. She is literally a rock. And if enemies step back super far and if they're super mobile, it's very hard to get around with Corrin without interrupting her complete flow of her kit. And then Astra Yao. We didn't even ask about Astra Yao, right? We were like, oh, Astra Yao. She just gives boss. She's just there to sing and be semi-translucent on the side. But the Miku Bee makes her so much more dynamic.
It's
right,
so
exactly.
fun.
It makes her so much more dynamic because it will reward you for actually using her somewhat if you want to do an alternate style of play versus just what she's more quintessentially known for as a buffer, which is so freaking cool. And I don't think any of the Hoyo games, as so far as I'm aware, has been so proactive and so intentional about keeping on top of these changes.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the Zenless devs have also been on top of everything more than other devs have.
Yeah.
Like, again, I always say how goated the Zenless devs are. Not saying that they've never, misstepped or whatever, but I mean, they quite literally, they you can tell that they listen to the community, and actually care about the state of their game, which is great. And the Corrin thing is sick. I really like the Corrin vacuum more than I like the Corrin like drifting around.
Yeah.
But being able to just
like
pull all
the blade.
Well, okay, that is sick. I went crazy when I saw that. But I mean, like whenever you hold it, it like vacuums in the enemies, so it just like drags them into the chainsaw. That was super fun as well. So yeah, I mean, if they keep adding skills like that and actually make it where you can swap the skills and use them outside of just Lost Void, which by the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned it whenever it was like first introduced, but in the first beta for Zenless, when they introduced like the character select screen, it did literally say that you would be able to swap skills. You couldn't in the beta, but the wording was there. And then now we're actually seeing the fact that they are cooking up new skills for characters in the back. So if they do let us actually just swap the skills out, I think not only would that be sick for just being able to use like a new version of the character, but that opens up a lot of new teams too. Like, let's say if somebody's new skill works way better with another person's primary skill or like another person's secondary skill, now you can get more synergy with new teams because their skills are like, they have different things to do with the new skills. So yeah, I think especially with 2.0, I think 2.0 is going to be crazy. I know we're like we have the dev stream next week, but like I don't know what
It's next week.
It's next week. I don't know
What they're possibly
what
gonna
they're
say.
all like
Yeah.
cooking
Drop.
up, but I'm expecting that to be a very long stream and that they're gonna be showing a lot off, like a lot.
They're gonna they have multiple bags and they're ready to unload them.
Yes, yes.
I'm ready. Oh my god, I can't wait. Look, and I know people outside the space you're gonna say it's hopium, and it is what it is. But so far, as long as we've been with the Zenless, they have gone above and beyond to make sure that our feedback is heard, and they take extra steps that they didn't even have to take with some parts of the game. Some things that, like Ash says, that we don't always agree with, like the whole TV thing. I think they overcorrected
Me too.
for some people that just weren't going to never play the game anyway. But it is what it is. Their whole goal or most of the changes that they do is to always improve the player experience. And until we get to a point where they show me that they are steering away from that, I got faith in them.
Me too.
Exactly.
Me too. In fact,
Yeah,
didn't we
like-
have like Soul, didn't we do a video talking about the TV thing when that happened too? It was a long ass discussion. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have faith in the devs.
Yeah, it's like I'm always a very innocent until proven guilty kind of person, and I know like the devil's advocate, to play devil's advocate, I know the argument on the other side is, oh, it's because Zenless is the newest Hoyo gacha game, so that's why they're like pushing it so much, but it's gonna go to shit eventually. Well, like to me, it's like, okay, you can, wonder that all you want. Okay, maybe in a few years they decide to give up on Zenless and then they treat it like shit, but until we hit that point, and as long as they keep giving me the content that is like, being provided right now, and they keep showing me at the moment that as a player, they seem to actually care about my opinion and, just as a whole wanting to overall make our experience better, then I will keep trusting them until they prove to me that I can't. And I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people, it is very doom posty, like, the internet nowadays as a whole. And it gets a bit frustrating for me because I'm really just very like, okay, if they show me that they are going to put a shitty thing in my game and then they put the shitty thing in my game, I'm like, okay, fine. At that point, then I will be upset. But if people are just talking about how like, oh, there's a possibility that they're gonna do this, there's a possibility they're gonna ruin it, there's a possibility that they're gonna, then I'm like, okay, well, they haven't done it yet, so why are
why
It's
are
fine
we
to
worrying
talk
about
about
it?
it.
That's no different
Like,
than the hopium that they say that we have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's fine to talk about it. It's fine to discuss it. But I just think the level at which a lot of people treat it nowadays is so extreme
Mhm.
and just really
Also,
it's like why? You're just making yourself upset for no reason. I don't know.
yeah,
That's-
no, I mean, I agree. And with the
deal.
point of it's happened to other games, so it's going to happen to this game. I don't really understand that argument because the other games, like Zenless has been showing from day one that the devs are like very interactive with the community. I don't think have we ever had like an actual dev face to face, like even in Star Rail. I know we like just got the first one with Genshin, right? Like the one where they did the nod cry things. It was like an actual like dev,
I
like
don't
where they're like,
remember.
oh, we know we misstepped on the writing and like we're gonna do whatever.
That was the first one in I'll be honest, actually that might be the first one outside of just general special programs. You might be right.
Right. And so that's yeah, like outside of
can't
special
remember.
programs, I don't think Star
Yeah.
Rail has ever done like a dev face to face either. Besides that little interview of them like hyping up Pinacone, which isn't the same thing. But
Yeah.
like this, we've already had what 2 or 3 like straight up face to faces with the Zenless devs of them talking about like them hearing what we're doing and what they plan on like implementing into the game. Like I just don't like I understand they're all Hoyo, but I think people have a hard time actually understanding that they are different dev teams. Like, yes, they are all underneath the same studio, but they are completely different dev teams. They can do their game differently. Like, for example, in the launch stream for Zenless, they joked about the fact that they had to like argue with Dawe to make the Bangbu pools free. So that way it wasn't like an annoyance to the players. I mean, they were fighting for the players before we even had the game in our hands. They didn't wait until people were like, man, this sucks. I really hope the Bangbu pools become free. And then they did it after.
Yeah.
They fought for the players before the game came out.
I remember when the beta was going on and they introduced the Bamboo banners, I was like, if we gotta pay for this, that's gonna be a hard sale.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Because there was the comparison with the elf system in HI3, because you have to pay for that,
Right. Yep.
and that's kind of like a similar thing. So it was a very, very nice surprise when they said that it was in fact going to be free. Not only can you earn the pools for free, but you physically cannot buy Bamboo pools. Like you cannot pay to win your way through Bamboo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Just innocent until proven guilty is how I operate.
Yeah.
So
Also,
True.
I saw in the
when
chat
people are
that
like guilty, it's just
I
offer
saw in the
it,
chat.
but
Yes, you guys are correct. There was a special program for Dendro right before the special program. I was like very, very like I almost blend them together. But you are right. There was a smaller special program to talk about them introducing the new element. So you guys are right about that. Yeah.
does that count as a face-to-face though? Like, were they just introducing?
Kind of,
like,
yeah.
the
They did like a
mechanics of the
whole
new...
other program dev talk to talk about like, oh, we're introducing this new element and like what
Okay,
it implicates.
let me
and stuff like that.
clarify.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like just the devs are on the camera. I mean like they are actively talking about the state of the game, not like introducing new stuff. That's why I don't count the Pinnaconny one, because they were like showing off all the new stuff in Pinnaconny.
Like addressing feedback.
Yeah, addressing
Yeah,
feedback,
addressing
not just like
feedback.
hyping
They
up
did
new
not
things.
because
Okay.
Denver was at that time completely new, so they
Okay.
weren't addressing like game state. No.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
I got you.
yeah, to your point.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Also, I
Now-
guess right
yeah,
before we move from this, I just will say that even though that people can say like there's like a pattern from the things that Hoya have done in the past, which like I always say, I have no allegiance to any company. I just play the games I like.
Mhm.
Even with that said, there are too many other gacha games coming out that if they are at this point that if they slip up and don't focus on the things that the players have issues with, they could just lose us. Like I'm excited for Ananta. Persona 5X gacha just got announced for global. I'm locked in for that. So it's like I'm a creator, but I'm also a player. So if they want me to maintain my interest in the game, I still have to like it. I'm willing if the game goes down a dark road that I don't enjoy. There's plenty of other gacha games to cover.
Exactly.
Facts.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I
No,
say I'm
funny
not
enough-
a
that's a
Hoyo
really good
shill.
point.
I'm a Zenless shill. There's a difference.
There you go. There you go.
No, for sure. No, yeah, because that's a really good point. Actually, I didn't think about too much about it directly, but yeah, like the difference between the Zenless team and I guess Zenless as a game and its release. Sure, we can look at the previous Hoyo games and be like, okay, they have a pattern. They have a pattern of behavior. But if we look at the previous games, those games were released at very different times in the market, right? Like you said, the market nowadays is so much more competitive. Even like when Star Rail released, it wasn't that competitive, right? Sure, like it was more than when Genshin released, but like nowadays we have new gacha games. Like we have 5 new gacha games coming out in like not even 5 months, like 2 months.
And then the new one they got
It's
revealed
crazy.
the other day.
Yeah, Silver
and then like
Palace.
you keep getting
Drifting
revealed.
Horse.
Silver
Yeah,
Palace,
that
yeah.
shit looks great. I will say.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it looked really good. But yeah, no, the market is so saturated now that if they want, Zenless to remain alive in any way, shape, or form, they have to try that much harder. And that in itself is, like, in my opinion, already shown through both the team and their passion, and also the fact out of necessity too, right? Like Zenless just it has to be so much better compared to the way they've treated the other games if they don't want it to die completely. Because like Genshin has a dedicated fan base because it released when it was not many games were out, and then Star Rail also has a pretty dedicated fan base. Again, there weren't as many gacha games back then either, but it's like you look at Zenless is releasing at a time when there are so many, so they have to stand out and they have to keep up the momentum and the quality in order to survive comparatively to a lot of the other games which already have established.
Hey, thank you so much for the super chat, Courtney. I appreciate it.
So
Yeah, like I even mentioned that like a lot of the flack that Zenless got within the first few months is because how much people love WoWa that month before. It was like they WoWa said, even though with WoWa had its issues its first couple of weeks, but they compensated players and like, okay, we can deal with the issues. But overall, WoWa as a product most people was pretty excited for it, or really excited for it, and they end up loving it. And so when Zenless was coming on in like a short stick, which I always mention that when within that first month that Zenless didn't get good until you got to end game. Zenless early game was a really rough experience in the first month to get people hooked into it. So when people had their complaints, for the most part, I understood. And then you come out, piggy off the back off of how much people were excited and hyped for and enjoyed WUWA. They had to step it up, and they did.
Yeah, I can understand why people were off put by the first month of the game. I cannot agree personally that I thought it was hard to get into, because I literally got obsessed with the game in the first closed beta where it was 99% TV, and there was no parry system.
It was a lot.
You was locked in.
I was locked in. I don't know why it had me.
Seeing that first beta, I had no interest.
Yeah, no, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't. Yeah, no, it was literally 99% TV in the first beta. Going back and watching it is kind of crazy. Because there was definitely, because I streamed the whole thing, and I think actually like the comparison was probably in actual gameplay 7 hours was TV, and then like maybe 2.5 3 hours was like the game. So
God
it
damn.
was, yeah, the ratio was not great in the first beta. But yeah, in terms of like the state of like the gacha industry, since that was like the thing that you guys were talking about, I think it's super interesting of how many gacha games we're seeing like come out now, and not only like actual gacha games, but the fact that current games are starting to implement gacha mechanics into their game. I think this is, I legitimately do think we're going down the road where gacha is like the new battle pass type of like fad in the industry.
Yeah.
Where
I mean, it has been since the loot boxes, right?
well, yes, but a little bit like more intense, because loot boxes didn't like, I don't know, it's different. The vibe between loot boxes and actual gacha is different. But I think it's like, because even League, right? Like they're doing actual like gacha banners for skins. Not characters, but for skins, they're doing gacha banners.
Yeah.
And those are like the highest, like,
they hate it too.
Tier. They do hate it. Yeah. I know.
Those skins are ass.
I know.
They're so ugly.
Yeah, I
They're
can't
so much
lie.
worse than, like, on the other skins.
Yeah, they did the two negatives. They added gacha, and the quality of the skins got worse.
Here's the thing. I think they'll find their footing on it. I think they realized, like, I think it was those were probably literally already in production. Maybe they weren't. But I think once like that starts to be in there for a long enough time, they'll start kicking up the skins to be absolutely crazy. Because the thing is, as much as we hate gacha games, the whales fund so much shit. Do you see any other game literally hosting concerts every year with like a full on like actual concert with like the bands and visual effects and like how like they can't do it because they don't make 50 million a month. So like
that's our money. That's our money.
It's our money. Yeah, and all the high quality trailers. Like, yes, they're trailers, but that takes a lot of money and a lot of time to make those trailers and stuff. So I would not be surprised if we start to see a lot of actual like games just starting to come out with gacha mechanics just off the rip now. Which is going to be interesting. We definitely need to have something in place to protect the players. I think every single gacha game.
The government is starting to kick.
Yeah, I know
down.
the FTC
Genshin
thing. But that's what I was about to bring up. Is I think because Genshin lost the FTC like lawsuit, right? And now people, that was so crazy to watch happen because they did not change the prices, but I saw so much outcry. They're like, oh my God, the pools are so expensive now because it literally tells you the price in USD on the banner. And they're like, oh, that's so expensive. And it's like, it's the same price. That is what you were paying. You just didn't know because they were using the loophole of in-game currency. It doesn't seem like it's that expensive. So I do think every single gacha game, including Zenless, okay? Like literally everything, anything that has a gacha mechanic should have the like region's currency on the banner itself. because that
yeah.
will
Agreed.
the people who are going to spend money, they're going to spend money anyway. Doesn't matter if the price is in front of them or not. They're going to spend the money.
Yeah.
All the whales know how much they spend.
Exactly. So,
and if they don't know, they don't want to know.
yeah.
But it's about like honesty, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Honesty,
as a seller. Because, yeah, like one of the really I think one of the more predatory parts of it is not even the gambling addiction itself, but the fact that they hide it behind like a game, right? If they're at least upfront about the fact that you are going to swipe thousands of dollars, possibly, to get this thing, then a lot of people who wouldn't otherwise, you know, maybe not be as much of a gamba addict, I'm putting in quotations, you know, it's like, you know, a lot of people are saying it's kind of like a gateway drug, and I think that's a bit of an extreme thing, but honestly, it is kind of true. Like, you know, gamba is fun. Who doesn't like having good RNG, right? And then a lot of kids, and especially because gacha games are targeted towards, you know, so many young people and children now, this does kind of like lead them, you know, possibly closer down the path than they would have otherwise had they been able to make purchases that were more transparent about like the money they're spending, rather than just like throwing money into a void and then looking at the credit card later.
Yeah.
You know? So
I had a funny conversation with her because since I play fighting games a lot of my fighting game homies, they don't touch gachas. So they was watching me do my my Hugo pulls after stream.
Hey.
And we on the topic of C6 somehow. And so one of my homies was like, well, how much is it to C6? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. I was bringing up our homie Kete. I was like, I never truly knew how much it cost to C6. And I was like, Kete told me getting his C6 lighter was a lucky run. And he said he was just under $500.
Yeah.
And my friend
oh my
said,
god, for C6, dude.
he said, what do you mean he got lucky? He spent almost $500. I was like, well, the bad ending is that you can spend over $1,000.
Well over
I think
$1,000,
average is like
isn't it?
2,000.
Yeah, I think it's like closer to 2,000. Yeah.
2,000?
And that's why I
and
went
that's
crazy.
like with like moderate luck.
Yeah. And that's why I went crazy
Moderate
with
luck?
Miyabi, because I got
moderate
Never
luck.
C6 it.
I know. That's why I
how
never
much did your
C6.
Miyabi cost?
So I never C6 because I knew how expensive it was, and I was never. I said I was never ever going to C6 a character, like ever. But then I made a bet because I was very confident. I got cocky, and I said that whenever it was back during, I think the second closed beta test for Zenless, or the first closed beta, whenever, or it was definitely during the second. There was like a TGS or some sort of game show, and I was like, they're going to show a trailer with a new squad, and if they don't, I'll M6 Miyabi when the game comes out, because I thought she was going to be the launch character because it was after the first beta, and she was like the big character. So I thought I was going to have the benefit of the double top up. That's not the case. So yeah, I lost the bet and I had to M6 Miyabi. I got very, very lucky. I got M6 Miyabi in about like a little under $400, I think, which is absolutely insane.
I was there that stream.
That
every
was
time I look at my phone, it was an S rank song playing. I'm like,
it was what was it, chat? 11 S ranks and 400 pulls, I think.
God.
Yeah, it was actually insane. I think it was 11. Hold on, let me see, because I have it in my thumbnail. Let me find it.
Wait, you kept going after hitting the 7?
No. I just got.
Oh no, when you lost the 50-50.
Yeah. I would just lose the 50-50, but I would get another one in the next 10 pull. Hold on, let me see.
Also, sorry, to correct my previous statement, apparently moderate luck is around 1,200 on average.
Yeah.
800.
That's my rent.
But
I can't.
That is rent, dude. That is rent. And while Az looks up that story, I'll tell my.
It was 12.
Other 12.
12 S ranks and 400 pulls. Because after I did everything,
average S rank at this like 90 or 100, 110 pulls or something like that. So
that stream was like, I literally I thought I was gonna pass out. I had so much dopamine running through my body. It was insane. And adrenaline. Because after I finished everything, I had literally one 10 pull left. And I was like, okay, now I can save. and the chat was like, nah, do Harmas's W engine. And I was at full max pity. I was at full max pity, and I got it on the 10 roll. I did another 10 roll, and then I got Harmas's W engine. And that was my 12th one.
You can't get away with this, chat. You can't get away with this.
That's
when after that stream ended, I was like, because I think that was when you called me. I think you called me to help you build her.
Yeah, I was like, can you help me build my wife? Yeah.
I was like, bro, you don't have to pull another character if you don't want to. You're just chilling.
Yep. Yep.
That was good.
But I want to reel back the conversation a little bit because we segued so nicely to it. There's so much variety gacha news in circulation. We have so many new games coming to the foray. Games that were announced getting their second betas, and some games terminating service.
I saw that.
No,
dude.
no,
okay, legitimately,
no,
how long was the lifespan? Because I thought, because I only saw the game because I saw
February
Chaotic.
12th. February 12th.
Wait,
3 months.
February 12th.
Wait, it was only live for 3 months.
Full release
February
was
20th.
3 months.
February 20th.
Okay, that makes more
February
sense. Because I thought, I was like, I only saw it when Chaotic was streaming it. And then I Googled the release date, and it was like September or something of last year. And I was like, oh, so like a year. I was like, that's still awful. But like, no, that makes more sense because that's what I thought it was. 3 months is crazy. Did they even try? Like,
Oh
what
God.
the fuck?
I ranted about this earlier.
It was
No, Age,
sad.
give us the TLDR because you were the most distraught. I feel like out of the us four, you were the most distraught.
Yeah, it released in end of February. So yeah, it has been around 3 months. Cause I don't know, there's just like so much stuff that happened. Because on release, Tribe 9, for context for everyone, Tribe 9 had a pretty bad release. Because the rates are the same as Hoyo. So I don't know why people were complaining about the rates. It's the same as the Hoyoverse games if you really like read the numbers. But the difference was that there was basically no free currency. There weren't even dailies to get free currency on
What?
release.
Whoa.
It was super predatory
Full
in
economy
that
was
sense.
terrible.
So like basically
That's
it was like you had to
crazy.
spend money to pull essentially because
Okay.
I think there was like basically no currency whatsoever for free to play players. So then that obviously was how it released, and then people were very, very annoyed and pissed off at that. So then what they did was they kind of they went like super extreme because they didn't just like give compensation or anything like that. So essentially in one patch they doubled the rates. They added dailies, which was should have been in the game to begin with.
Yeah.
But then they also did this thing where essentially they were going to give you double back however much you spent in like the first, I think, month or something like that. So like in the second update, they would give you what you spent times 2. So then that was their solution, which at the time worked very well. Obviously very extreme for them to do that on top of doubling the rates, but then it worked. Like, so a lot of people swiped, including myself. I spent some money to get some pulls because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it back. Why not? I like the game a lot. I like the concept. It's kind of like the spiritual successor to Danganronpa in my head, and I was a huge fan of the series, so I really enjoyed it. Right. So then that happened. I honestly, personally found it a bit extreme, the measures they took, but I understand why they took
Also,
it.
real quick, sorry to interrupt, but we didn't say the name. Chat, some people in chat got a little confused. The name of the game was Tribe 9.
Tribe 9.
Yeah.
Do we want to give a small...
We
didn't say the name. We didn't say the name.
Just jumped into it. We totally jumped into
That wasn't on you. That was on literally everyone.
Yeah. We were so eager to jump into the convo. Someone give us a
traumatized.
synopsis what Tribe 9 is.
Yeah, so Tribe 9, it was a gacha game. Well, I have to use past tense now.
It was.
I mean,
Tribe 9,
it
was a
doesn't
gacha
technically
game,
die
right?
until November.
I guess, but yeah, it's a gacha game that released in February. It yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. The concept was kind of like death game. Like the way I
Baseball
describe
action
Tribe
game.
9, yeah, it's like a baseball action death game. that kind of has like similar vibes to some of the older Danganronpa series. That's a really bad description, but I really don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's
It's
good
based off
enough.
of an anime. There is an anime. It's like
Yeah,
it's like they use baseball, which
it's
sounds
it's
very goofy, and that's like one of the
it's
common
hard to
things.
explain
But
on spot, but it's anime as fuck.
yeah, it's very anime,
I,
and it's a gotcha game. Okay, that's all you need to know, really. So yeah, it released in uh, February of this year, end of February, February 20th, actually. So not even the beginning of February, the end of February, and then literally 2 days ago, they announced end of service.
That's crazy. It's like
yeah,
all the
So
Did they
jokes of
also
the
announce
game's
it
gonna
with an
EOS.
update?
yeah.
Correct me
So
if
the
I'm wrong.
game,
They were like, yeah, go so.
also yeah, the game was going down for maintenance because they had like its next patch was about to start, I think,
Oh, okay.
or they said like a small
Mhm.
patch that was going to happen. I can't remember. But yeah, and then so everybody was just waiting for because I think it's like normally whenever they do their maintenance patches, they said lately it's been like a lot of big changes. So like some of the
Mm.
creators, they were just waiting for like the change log. What were they changing? And then you wake up to the
They
change log
changed
of they
the
EOSing. That's
they
the
changed the
change. The
lifespan of the
game.
game.
They changed the lifespan of the game.
But
Exactly.
it sucks because when the game came out, I knew Zenless character had dropped the week that it came out, if I'm not mistaken. So I didn't play it immediately, but I played it that following week because my homie Zeta was recommending to me. He's a big Danganronpa fan. And when he played, he was like, the game's super good. So like, all right, I'm playing it. And pool economy terrible. But
Mhm.
that game was like the units were especially like the free to play units were so strong in that game. And the reroll, you could reroll in a matter of seconds.
Oh,
Like as soon as you get a character, go to the main menu, boot up, reroll. It was like it took you literally less than 30 seconds to
that's
reroll in that game.
crazy.
So you can
Okay.
literally go for any character you want. And so that's what I did until I got like I think what's his name? Q, the cool dark haired
Yeah,
dude with
yeah.
the baseball bat. I was like, so I just kept rerolling, so I got him for a couple. I
His
think it was
VA
like
was
30 minutes or
Sukuna
so.
from JJK as well.
Yep, that's what it was.
Fast.
And so when playing the game, it felt like a slower Zenless. It was like a more kind of a more
Yeah.
methodical way of like how the Zenless combat is. But like as you got to like the main story beats of the game, it had like this big baseball game, kind of like how like the big judgment events happen within Danganronpa when you hit like the core plot of the story for that said chapter. And that's how they treated it. And that's when you get like to the real big anime moments, and that's when it has like its Danganronpa features of like the choices that you pick determine the outcome of the games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
So the
it was a
XP
really gamey game before a gotcha, but the gotcha was just so terrible that it was gonna be hard to hook a gotcha audience to like it initially.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I think the biggest sentiment that people have, including myself, is that Tribe 9 would have worked a lot better as not a gacha game.
Yes.
Because it was very reminiscent of a lot of the older Danganronpa games, like you said, in terms of how it was set up, the style of it, the gameplay, and the progression. And then it just like to me, Tribe 9 felt like a game that just had gacha on the side. But then obviously in the
Yeah.
gacha market, that is not sufficient for it to last. On top of the fact that it released with such a terrible gacha economy,
Right.
like pull economy, and sorry, I don't know what the term is. It had a really bad release on that
Yeah.
front because it was so predatory. So then they had to overcompensate to fix it. But then even that didn't really end up, I guess, making them that much money. So then the EOS, I don't know. For me,
Also
I have
too
a lot
many
of
men.
personal things. Oh yeah.
I guess I didn't even think about that. I guess that is probably a
It had
problem for a lot of the
it had
audience.
I think it was like 11 men and 6 women in the game.
That just
Yeah, 'cause
proves
the
you
thing about
can't
Tribe
have
9
men in gacha games. That's it. That's the case closed. No more men.
No more men.
No, okay, so if
Not like
it
that.
legitimately was better as like an actual, is there any chance that they could like rebrand the game and release it in a non-gacha format?
See,
Ooh.
that's my hopium, but I don't know whether it's copyright or whatnot, and also the fact that this game has apparently been in development for 5 years, according to chat.
Why did that? Okay,
So
that
it was
doesn't make
announced 5 years
sense.
ago.
That doesn't. It seems a little weird that they gave up that fast. Then I don't know.
I'm not even gonna lie. It doesn't have its own client. It has it uses Steam.
Okay.
That fall off was hard. I
Yeah.
think they had like 100 players on Steam that this
Oh my
recent month.
god, 100?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The
That's
fall off was
crazy.
rough.
Okay. Okay. And I mean, I've personally never played Tribe 9. I've gone a bit, bits and pieces here from other people streaming it. I watched Pokey also play a little bit because when Pokey goes live, I'm just chilling, so slap him on the other screen, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying Tribe 9." I'm like, "What the heck is this?" But yeah, it kind of just goes to prove that you need the right formula and you need to be proactive in maintaining that progress, and it's just so freaking difficult in this day and age to hold an audience.
Yeah.
I think they also need a console release because if I correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure like a good chunk of the Danganronpa audience is on our console players, especially like when they started doing like a lot of their collections for the
Okay.
Danganronpa games. A lot of people got really big into them,
Mhm.
and the most is because like the ports to console that they did, or the console releases. So the fact that it was only on iOS and Windows, I think that kind of hurt it too.
I do think that the gacha games being on console is like definitely a must. I because it helps a lot. I think the only reason why like the Hoyo games were so successful, even though they didn't really like launch on console, was just because it was pretty well, like very well optimized for mobile. Like there weren't a lot of like when I remember first booting up Genshin, right? And I was like, this is kind of crazy that I'm playing this on my phone. Like, and it's
I
running
think that
kind
was
of
the
well.
biggest thing. Everyone was like, "How is this a phone game?
Yeah.
This looks like a PC game,
Which is
or like a
crazy.
console game. It's crazy."
But it's like I think that the console audience is just such a must for those that, especially with some games that are being used in UE5, because UE5 does not run well on mobile. It is not great for optimization, which is why I was very proud that I saw that Silver Palace, which you could still see it was running very choppy. It's very early in the game's life. I'm sure they'll iron it out, because so did oh god, what was there was a new game that came out
NT?
that was like no, it was like a Souls game that was based off of a MMO, and it was with the fighting game Soul. I know you know what I'm talking about. It was like DNF Duel. It was in the DNF Duel world, but it was the MMO, or like it was like a Dark Souls. The first Berserker. I think it was called the first Berserker. Okay, when they first revealed that game, it had a lot of frame drops, very similar to how like Lost Palace had. But I'm pretty sure it just like came out in the last couple of months or something, and apparently it runs like really well. Like it looks great. But anyway, I think I lost my point. Silver Palace did announce that it is going to be on console. Like it's not going to only be PC and mobile.
Good.
Yeah. So I don't think they had it in the description of the video, but the IGN article had it listed as mobile, console, and PC. So that will at least open up that audience of like, if they can't run it on their phone, then they can at least run it on a console. So that's good.
There you go.
It's mad. Like I think, like honestly, I think Zenless, even with its like rough first month, I think Zenless did as good as it did because it was the first Hoyo game to release simultaneously on a console on its initial release. And I think 2.0 is about to be big because it's releasing on another console.
Right.
There also was a lot of stuff to do. Like another thing about Tribe 9 on release was the gameplay loop. Once you got to the end game, didn't have that much either. So it probably didn't help with retaining a lot of player interest as well, on top of all the other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, aside from the go.
I was gonna say I wanted to reel it all the way back to the dopamine rushes. How did your Hugo pulls go? Because I saw screenshots and they were both a little insane. When I got that ping, I'd already finished my pulls and I got a little sad that I did not get to join the party. I mean, to be fair, let me clarify. I know chat's gonna roast my ass right now. I am not sad at my pulls. Let me clarify that. I was not actually sad at my pulls. My pulls were goated. I just did not get a double Hugo. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, so where's your double Hugo, Soul?
Yeah.
Bro, I barely got one. I went to I came into this patch with like 20 pools. I ain't have nothing. But I was already at like right there by hard pity because I think it was whenever Poker was there. No, because Trigger came after. Oh, I aimed for Trigger M1 and I did end up getting it. But during Vivian's banner, since Poker was in the shop, I was like,
oh right, yeah.
I'ma risk it. I'ma do some pulls. Hopefully I don't pull Vivian. And so I can get a copy of Poker out the shop so I can finally get her M6. And I did. So by the time Hugo's patch came around, I was like at 80 pity. So I did the 20. I lost the Soldier 11.
Oh no.
That's my girl. I love her. But I didn't need you to come home right then.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I forgot I had sponsorship money. And I was like, oh, I could get my guarantee now. They took me to 80 pity again.
Oh my god.
And now I'm like
sorry.
right there on hard pity for the engine. So I'm just waiting to get the currency from the game right now to get it.
Are you
No, I lied. No, I lost the engine. I just remembered. No, I did lose the engine 50-50.
75-25 actually.
No, I did that.
75-25.
Don't make it feel worse.
It's worse.
You're right. I had the odds was in my favor and I still lost.
No, Soul, don't worry, Soul. I have worse luck on the weapon banner than I do on the standard banner somehow. I have literally my average for the weapon banner whenever I do Vero Pool streams, including my account, is I always end up with like almost a 50-50 on the weapon banner, like in terms of the ratio of ones I won and lost.
I think my time was finally coming because I think I've won, and I don't pull on the engine banner that often, but I think I've won every engine banner, so I think my time was just finally coming.
Yeah, it has to balance out somewhere. I can't do viewer pulls anymore. I can't. After the last viewer pool session that I had, I literally I told Chelsea I'm never I murdered 4 people. I pulled on 4 people's accounts. I lost 50-50 on all of them. And I lost 75-25 on I think 2 of them. It was like it was bad. It was bad. I literally felt like they were owed financial compensation. It was not good.
Come and chat. Anybody want me to do your pools? Nah, I think we're okay.
Yeah, no.
No, clearly my chat is a bunch of masochists because they keep signing up after seeing my
It's the idea. It's the idea of like it was bad before. It can't be bad now. Surely it can't go bad again.
It has to come around someday, right?
But I did see on Twitter. I just happened to see As quote retweet. I think Josh posted it, and I saw y'all 2 got double Hugo. I was like, okay, it's just not my week. I guess.
It was on a viewer's account that I got the double.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, that's great.
I didn't get it on my account.
How did your pulls go? Because I raided you right before you started, and then I didn't get to stick around and watch.
They were actually pretty decent.
Were they? Okay.
I think I got. It took 660 pulls, which is
what did you
not
go
that
for?
bad.
300. 306. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. You did.
You was trying to M6?
Trying is not the word I would use. did in fact.
Yes, it was premeditated. Yes.
There's a very beautiful image on Twitter, of me enjoying the M6.
Yeah,
let me
can
clarify.
Pull it up in post. Pull it up in post.
I'll describe it for the Spotify users.
Question. So do you M6? So do you specifically just M6 mid, or was it just Hugo specifically?
No, the only. Okay.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
Transparency. The only reason.
Yes, thank you for the timestamps. I appreciate it.
Zenless is because I have a Giga Whale, Giga Goat, in Giga Oiler in my chat Hamburger. So honestly, I like to say that my account is actually Hamburger's alt account, but the only characters I've M6'd are are lighter, and Hugo, and they just happen to be bad.
I mean, both
It's just, like,
based
characters
options.
that I was like the most
Ah.
down atrocious for.
Can't. I only
I
said
feel-
that
I-
because it's funny. All of my women friends, it's always those two that they primarily focused on getting as many copies as possible.
I mean, can
And
you
I'm like, look,
blame
I
them?
understand. I love both of them.
Listen,
Those
no,
are like two of my favorite characters in the
Uh-huh.
game.
I had to M6 them to undress them. Okay, I had to
Exactly.
strip them.
It doesn't help that literally Hugo in game is whispering in your ear. You're playing him and you'll like hesitate for a moment and he literally goes, "I'm waiting." And it's like, whoa, chill out, Hugo. I'm using you right now.
That he was a Phantom Thief and that Lelouch / Joker was his Japanese voice actor.
Oh yeah.
At some point, I have to give him M2. M2 at minimum. I got to. That's my goat.
He was a thief of money from the bank account.
I was very happy that Hugo was very nice to me. I only had like 50 pulls. I went in with 50 pulls. I had to win 50-50. I was at max pity, like for both the banner and the weapon. So I would have had to go 90 pulls to see like if worst came to worst. So I got Hugo and his W engine in 30 pulls. I didn't lose anything, but I did the first 10 roll, didn't get anything, and then got Hugo on the second, and then immediately pulled the W engine and got it. And I was like, let's go. He loves me. He loves me.
Right.
He does.
That was a quick session. Bro did pulls in less than 5 minutes.
I know, that's exactly what it was, too. I had his song playing.
3 tap.
Yeah. But then I did the same thing. I realize now, I mean, well, my chat knows now. I'm so ass at meta. I don't look at meta. I don't like pre-farm anything. Literally, I pull the character and I go, all right, boys, what discs do I need? And I just let them explain it to me.
Yep.
No, same though.
I don't know. I don't look at it.
Pre-farm.
Yeah, exactly. I don't pre-farm it. If the only thing I pre-farm is the skill. Like the skill mats. That's like literally it.
Wait, no, I have so many ice. I have
Me
so
too.
many ice.
Yes.
Because I didn't know farm, so I was like, you know what? I'll just farm the ice.
I think
it's easy.
You know what's
Quick.
funny? I actually have not farmed the ice in so long because I think my camera's gonna die. I think I just way over farmed for Miyabi. And ever since Miyabi, I think I had like 900 of the purple ones or something like crazy. Like I never had to farm.
900?
Because I was blindly like, oh, Miyabi, and then I just kept grinding. And so I think I have not had to do anything ice wise. Like,
see, look, I'm a spreadsheeter. So
yeah.
I don't do the how to build little infographics. I just look at what Josh be putting up. I'm like, all right, put this in the sheet.
Josh
So
was
that I-
so cute.
So I ain't gotta do it ever again. And I go back, looks okay. I need this many. Okay, I'm gonna farm this here.
You know what's crazy too? I have access to the early creator server. I can look at the mats.
I was about to say, I was like,
can
me and
look at
Soul
them.
and like, you know, the other meta creators were like, okay, we have that information. So it's like, you know, we already have that idea. I'm like, you have no excuse.
No, I get in there, I immediately M6 them, and then I go in game and I record and go, dude, look at these animations. And then I post that as a video.
No, me too. I don't have access to like the server itself, but like when I do, I also it's like go in, just like add level to max, add random discs that are already there.
Exactly. I don't even add the discs because they don't change the animations. Oh, I put the W engine in so I can see the like signature like effect. But no, because I tried. I don't know. I feel like I just told this story, but I don't remember where it was. No, when the creator like thing first came out. Oh, it was when I was having dinner with EO. That's what it was. It was when it first came out. I tried doing the meta thing, and the thing is when I look for some reason, okay. Obviously, I'm the lore guy. I love reading lore. I will sit there and I will read paragraphs upon paragraphs of lore. But the moment there's numbers in my paragraph with percentages, I can't look at it. The moment I pull up a kit and it's like 20% of this weird name, and then that ties into this weird name, I'm like, No thanks. I'm just not gonna read that.
They hate us
Me
too because
too.
they don't make it. It's I think it was Lighter's description. I was like, damn, this shit a whole page. Why is it so long? I'm like, all right, maybe it won't be.
Yo, no,
It's feel like
actually.
every character after Lighter's like everybody got
Dude,
like 2 pages.
Vivian's, I was like, I am not even gonna fucking read this right now. I was like, that shit is crazy.
I was like,
Where's
I
our
gotta read
TLDR?
it so that I can condense it in the video. So because I already know everybody else is gonna be like you, they not gonna read it.
Yeah. So
I
that's
gotta
why when I
100%.
first did it, like Chingy was the first one that I had access to. And I tried. Okay, I really did. But I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do math. I failed math 3 times. I'm not doing math. So I was like, here are the numbers that it showed me. I'm showing you what the numbers are. You do the math if you want to. This is how the kit says it works. This is how me showing you what I think it looks like when it works. And then that's it. And then on the Chingy vid, if you go to the comments, there's somebody that like, why didn't you show the stun rate of like this? And I'm like, dude, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, so that's why I like now I go in and I literally go frame by frame and I do animation breakdowns. That's all I do. And the DP assist video, which gets no views, but it's still very fun and I like having it there because the DP assist only get crazier and crazier with every single character, and the videos get longer and longer because I have to keep showing it with every single agent. So it's fun to do.
I didn't watch your one with Hugo.
That's because I didn't make it.
Oh,
I didn't make any videos. I haven't even done the Hugo animation breakdown. I've been so busy writing this script, like for the season 1 recap. I shit you not. I am close to 20,000 words. Like,
oh my god,
that is a lot of words. I have been locked in the script
That's
dungeon.
about 10 because I just started to like randomly like see how many words most of my scripts be. At most, it'd be like a little bit over 2,000 words. So you got like 10 videos.
This is literally like, I thought it was gonna be 2.5 hours. It might be longer than 2.5 hours. I might have to go through and like trim it down like even more because I'm not done yet. I'm still not done writing the script.
I'm here for it.
So yeah, that's why I was like, I literally went on Twitter and I was like, hey guys, no streams for a while. And it's been like a week and 2 days. And I've had, I think, 1 stream and it was literally the Hugo pools.
Well, I'm a night driver.
Do what?
Hopefully it does. Your watch.
I just said the watch time is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, y'all better watch that. Chat, I need you to watch that movie when I drop it, bro. Director Vanity.
It'll be a 1. Yeah, I'm dedicating a stream to watch it. So.
Yeah, I did say. I am putting at the start of the video, all creators can react to it. So if you want to sit there for 2.5 hours and watch it on stream, go for it.
I'd love to.
I'm a night driver, and sometimes like just to get like extra money, I do like DoorDash or something. So a lot of times, if there's a long video, it works perfectly for me. I just cut it on and listen to the back. So like you and Ashkai, those are the perfect videos for me when I'm driving at night. Because I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, okay. I did not know because I didn't play that event.
So that's the thing. Yeah. So this video, the reason why it's so long is I'm including. This is gonna be perfect for if you don't want to watch the video either. Like I'm trying to make it where you can just listen to it. And in fact, I even say at the beginning, like if you just want to throw in an earbud and go to the gym and work out while I like read this to you, you can. The plan is I'm reading it, I'm writing it, and like I'm telling you a story around a campfire. So and all the events that I'm telling you are in chronological order, not like in the game's release, but in actual timeline order. So for example, I talk about Trigger's event. Like I do like a whole world building section, and then it goes into the fall of the old capital. And in the fall of the old capital, I like introduce the fact that the Liar Squad and the Nemesis Squad like had the thing with during the fall of the old capital, but I don't specifically bring, like I say the agents' names, like the people's names, but I don't specifically say that like, oh, this is someone you need to be important about until I get to the Trigger's agent mission where I'm like, hey, remember that story I told you? This is them. And then I like go into more detail because that's when they actually explain it, which is in Trigger's like agent story. Yeah.
I haven't played a lot of the agent stories. And so I need to make sure that you don't spoil me.
I will say that was not a spoiler. If you watched her trailer, they that was like you see that she was in the Fall of the Old Capital trailer. Yeah. But yeah, it's all in chronological order. It's including even like the dev magazine notes where they talk about the fact that Hollows are like Hollows are a like aftermath of the war that caused the old civilization to fall. So I talk about that like at the very beginning because that's like technically at the start of the timeline. Because it's like a whole world building thing. Before I even go into like the actual story and whatever. But it's including that. It's including all of the main story. It's including all of the agent quests that are in season 1 and all of the like lore important events that are like actually there as well. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
We gonna be
Put it
there.
on Spotify too.
Put it on Spotify.
Podcast.
Hey, might as well download the
Yeah, it's audio,
download
if
the
it's audio
WAV
only.
and just
put
slap it on the.
Spotify.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like, I don't know how much, I'm assuming with how long it is and how many words it is. I would love to try to like hire someone to translate it to CN so I could upload the actual video like on my channel on Bilibili. But because I think that'd be a crazy
Ooh.
debut video for Bilibili. But that's gonna be so much money. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that.
That is yeah, that would be.
I also
a
don't
lot
know
of
if I can
work to
do it in
translate.
time when I want to, because I want to have this video up before the 2.0 dev stream. That way, like if people are actually interested, then they can just watch that like movie and just literally be completely caught up and be able to watch like the season 2 dev stream and like know what the hell they're talking about. Which means I want to try and have this video done and out by Wednesday. Because I'm pretty sure the dev stream is on Friday. So I have 5 days to get this thing done.
What percentage are you at right now?
You're chugging through it though.
Because I'm
you're
rewriting
grinding.
a lot of the earlier parts of the script to try to like cut it down as much as I can. I would say I'm like legitimately right now, if I'm being honest, 25%. So this weekend is I'm not sleeping. Like it is going to be a very, very long weekend. Thankfully, the editing shouldn't be that much because the editing is the longest part is writing the script and voicing it because I'm not showing a lot on screen. Like I said, I don't want you to have to watch the video like visually to understand it. So the video itself is just going to be me showcasing, like literally just letting what I'm talking about play. So, because I'm going to be talking about like the quest and whatever. So I'm not going to have like any information on screen that I'm not actively telling you.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You got this, bro.
I promise you, I got this. I'll have bags.
Yeah,
I'll have bags under my eyes by the next podcast, but I'll get it. I'll get it.
As it's gonna be absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Yes, cinema.
Talking about stuff we've been working on though. I've been cooking something for us as a collective that I wanted to mention before we segue to our next segment in our minigame, just because we're on the topic. For those of you who are in chat right now, and this will be live tomorrow, I showed my chat this earlier, but let me pull it up. That's not it. Sorry, folks.
Thank you for the follows. Oh, thank you for the subs.
Where did I put it? Where did I put it?
It's
right here. I got it. Wait, hold up. Should I share this? Yes, I should share it. Hold up. I should.
On the.
Oh, are you
Discord
streaming it?
too.
Yeah. Share it on the Discord. This might. This will work, and then.
Oh, there's two.
Two, Josh.
Hello, change stream. Here we go.
That'll work.
There it is. Well, everybody, next week we are hosting our 10th episode of the PROXY podcast. Big 1-0. Big 1-0, everybody. And now that we have some of our guests here, I know we're gonna play a mini game. But maybe I wanted to go through some of the categories that we'd be doing for the whole topic of that podcast, which is an award show.
Let's go.
We're going to be giving out awards to season 1 of Zenless Zone Zero, and we're just going to be voting on fun categories and ballots for season 1, which include best attack agent, which we have a nice selection over here.
That's hard.
That's a hard one. This is a hard one.
Attack agents.
Any preference from the cast here? Do you guys have a pick already out of these 6?
Well,
I have a
Is it
pick.
out of those 6?
Out of
I'll-
these 6.
It's a so look. This is why hard because a tie for me because I still love Yuin.
Yep.
I love Evelyn. Evelyn gameplay super fun, and Hugo that's my guy. It's a 3-way tie right now.
It's tough.
out of 6.
I gotta go with
Yeah.
Anby. I love Evelyn, but I'm
Yeah.
obviously not picking meta. So I'm going with Anby. That's my girl.
There's
Oh.
only one character on this list that I have 7 copies of, so
True.
That is true.
True. And it
That is
ain't
true.
Haramasa. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that ain't Haramasa.
I'm actually surprised you
Uh,
didn't pull for
I like
more
Haru too, just not
Haramasas.
enough.
Age.
well, because Miyabi was coming out at the time
Oh, that's
too,
true.
and
he
I
was
also
free.
was recovering from the lighter incident.
Oh
Lighter.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
Because wasn't it Lighter and Yanagi?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Right before. That's what it was.
Yeah. The community was flaming me because I was skipping Yanagi.
Hey, she's fun.
I also skipped Yanagi.
She is fun.
Look, out of any anomaly character, I'm upset that I skipped. It's definitely her.
Oh, there you go. There you go. It's okay. They'll
And also
rerun her?
pre-time weaver buff or debuff.
Oh yeah, they literally just fixed it.
They just fixed it because of
I'm
Vivian.
surprised it
They
took them
knew.
that long.
Yeah. They were like, okay, Vivian's coming out, Time Weaver, gotta put our foot down. No way. But yeah, for me, I mean, the girl that gives me the most dopamine is definitely Evelyn. So
I mean, that's real.
Um,
That's real as hell.
Understandable.
yeah. Where that dopamine goes, I'll let you guys decide. Support unit. Support units. I mean, we got a
Sukaku.
nice little cast.
Nicole.
It's probably Nicole, I think, for me too.
Yeah.
Nicole's
I
just
love
that
Nicole,
girl.
but I also love Astra. She's my Cantonese queen.
Oh,
She is
yeah,
the
there you go.
Cantonese
Yeah,
queen,
yeah.
and that's why I fell in love with her because the initial
Has to
trailer.
be me.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Question for y'all. How do y'all feel about her singing still? Like always hearing the ultimate, because I know like people.
I sing it
get
every
tired of
time.
Robin.
I sing it
I know
every
people
so
get
time.
vibing,
tired of
man.
Robin's
song is
ultimate
so
at
good.
HSR.
See,
But yeah,
I
I
don't
still
know.
love Astra.
I don't know why, but like Astras, I never get sick of, no matter how many times I listen to it. Maybe it's just because like the type of like groove that it has,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
because it's not as like, I don't know. It's a much more kind of like chill song. In a certain
helps that
ways,
there's two
versus
variations.
Yeah.
Robin's.
That too.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
true.
Yeah. Also, I think it's more upbeat and up tempo, so it kind of matches the you know, the
combat.
pace
It's-
versus "Welcome to my world" or whatever. I'm like,
or whatever. Don't act like you don't know the lyrics.
I'm trying to either pick to do basic or
Yeah,
special. I'm like,
yeah.
which button do I press? You know, so like,
It's
yeah.
funny enough. It's like for me, it's like a lock-in song, even though it's like such a light
Yeah.
beat song.
Yeah.
I'm like every time I'm like, oh yeah, gotta lock in, do the chain attacks, pop this ultimate here. Oh yeah, we here.
It's so good. And literally every single
Mm.
time I pop her ult, I immediately stop mid-sentence and start singing.
Okay.
Maybe it's because
Okay.
it's more similar to like the rest of the BGM because of like the style of song.
Yeah.
So then it blends
100%.
more with like the overall Zenless background music, so it's not as jarring to listen to all the time, probably.
This could be the case.
Best anomaly.
I feel like when
This
we
is tough.
actually put this out to the public,
Mocktails, mixers, ice.
Bernice is probably gonna win. Yeah.
The snacks are real
Bernice,
nice.
Bernice.
Bernice?
Nobody for Jane Doe, huh? That's crazy.
I'm
No.
going Jane.
I'm good.
She's the
Oh,
only.
it's
She's
so
the only
hard, Jane.
character. She's the only character that have an M1, and because I got lucky and I got her, I got 2 in a 10.
Oh, did you? Hell yeah.
Nice.
Jane has been shafted in terms of screen time. It's crazy. Jane
And
is
meta.
like
Until recently with Viv.
Yeah.
It's so sad we ain't got no physical support.
Yeah, that's
Help that girl
crazy.
There's
out.
no support.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Jane will come back, and since we're going to the place where she's from.
Yeah.
in
Yeah, maybe.
2.0,
Throne quarter.
True.
Oh yeah.
Also, to answer
decide.
chat, it's not every single character within the thing. We just picked us like a handful to put in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we're gonna get to the portion of this list where you're like, oh, why is this missing? But we have stun characters next, and
This is
you
this
know,
is so split for me because
this is very
the undefeated
split.
champion, I love him. But I
Yeah.
love Trigger. I've been
Trigger, it
waiting
has to
for
be
her
Trigger.
since the beta.
It has to be Trigger. She's literally wife. I
But
cannot
He's undefeated.
stress it
I
enough.
might have to do light only because not only I love Alex Lay's voice acting, but
Oh my god.
everything about him. So I'm a fighting game nerd. He's literally K Dash from SNK.
Yeah, that's totally
All
fair.
of his animations. I was when that was the first time I ever deep dived into character's animation so heavily was when Lighter came out,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, bro, oh, this is literally all of his same moves.
And that was also with
And then they
Trigger.
also
They
did game
actually
mode,
did.
right?
Yeah, I was about to say they did the game mode where they did the like scroller too.
You know what they gotta bring that back because I was busy and I didn't play it. I didn't get a chance to play it.
No.
They
That's
gotta
so
bring it back.
sad. Hopefully they will.
Okay, a toss up. We got some triggers, we got some lighters. I would toss my hat towards Trigger just because, I think story wise, I resonated with her story a little bit more.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Again, I
definitely
think once
Lighter
we
is
get this to the
very,
public,
very good.
I think it'll be a fight between Lycon and Lighter. Or sorry, Lycon and Trigger.
Really?
Yeah, in
Lycon?
public.
I think a lot of people,
I think it's gonna be Lighter Trigger.
Because here's the thing, not everyone's gonna be thinking about this as meta. They're gonna be thinking as like their favorite. Lycon has so many thirsty people.
Lighter has so many thirsty people.
I was say, have you not seen the Lighter fan
No,
base?
I have seen the
Lighter
Lighter
has
fan base. I have seen the Lighter fan base.
characters.
And then he got one of the golden voice actors. For
Yeah, that's
English.
fair. That's fair.
But Lycon came first, so he has a larger
that's true.
exposure. So
That is
you know,
true.
there's
Larger.
there's a lot of factors. But just to I'll mention this later, but it will go out tomorrow. So if you guys are streaming or you guys would like to make a video about it, I'm gonna try to extend this out to as many creators to do it on their streams as well. Please do it on your streams. I would love for this to be like a little segment that you guys do in the next week, so that you can kind of it's a little good exercise to celebrate. Yeah.
Random side
season
tangent.
1.
As I did ask you the other day, saying about like how Lycan and Hugo's like slightly a JoJo reference.
Yeah. You did tell me that. I said I didn't know, but that I agreed because you said you saw it in a video, right?
Yeah, somebody so when somebody did like they was doing a guide, like a team building guide, but he also did like a trivia section for every character. And he was like this is like 100% confirmed, but he was like, if you look at the gestures of like Lycan, like when he's idle posing, he kind of idle poses like a JoJo character. And it was also like Hugo's backstory is almost 1-to-1 to Dio's backstory.
And you know what's crazy?
Like how
with Hugo's EP, there was a very very similar Dio like mask thing that was in there. Like I literally thought it looked like Dio's mask. I think chat brought it up too when it happened, but yeah. So I definitely could see it. Yeah.
I was more keyed in on the persona like flashes.
I was definitely focused on the mask during Hugo's EP.
I think it's a lot. It's a lot of influences because like even like his song, it's like a mix
for sure.
It's like a mix of it's Persona and Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Bayonetta's
100%. Yeah.
Hugo's
EP, I said it the first time I watched it, it'll go down in history as one of the most underrated EP
It's
trailers.
my favorite EP. Like hands down,
Same.
it's my favorite EP.
It's so good. Okay. Well, not to get too far down the list because I want you guys to, go through yourselves, but best A tier. We'll go through this last one here. Best A tier, and we got
it's the bro.
Couple.
Criminal. That Pulchra isn't there.
No Pulchra.
I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I'm going for the bro. That's common enough.
This
our
is
turn,
such a
bro.
hard This is so hard because 3 of the cunning hairs are on there, and I love them so much.
I think I go Envy. Because I like
Because you didn't go
Envy a
Ambi at the
lot.
top.
Oh, so many people in chat
oh
are
my
saying
God. I
Piper,
mean,
even though she's not
I
on there.
still like
Piper's pretty
Envy's
cool too.
design the most
Yeah.
between her
The
and
crazy thing,
SMB.
yeah, I'll say, I like A Rank's Envy design better than S Rank's Envy.
I agree.
Yeah, we are missing Piper and Lucy, folks. I apologize, but
No
My second
sinning.
pick would be Vanity.
this list was already overextended because again, after that the best A tier, there's no defense. So unfortunate
Oh,
to
that's
EO's favorite
crazy.
class, and that's
Yeah, that's
why I
crazy.
wanted to fit in Seth and Ben
Actually, you know what?
into a
That's
category.
fine. Because the only other defense character is Caesar, you know.
It's,
I like Caesar's
exactly.
character, but that's about it.
PROXY erasure.
All right, if you really want these defense characters to win, don't talk to me. You go vote for them, chat. Okay.
True.
All right. Speak with your votes.
If we don't win this time, chat, don't worry. Pan Yi Chu sweep in season 2.
That is true, chat. That is true. Pan Yu Hu will sweep. Yes.
I'm so
Unless
excited
they
for
introduce some other
Pan.
defense. Please put more defense in the game. I would love to see that.
I was saying
evolve the
this
class.
on stream the other day, but they need to have they have 2 bears now that are the defense people. They need to have a polar bear so we can have an ice defense and we can have the We Bear Bears team.
We Bear Bears.
We Bear Bears.
Yes.
I love that people pushing the
Care
agenda.
Bears.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I'll be honest. It is not.
It
is not
has
a
to
coincidence.
happen.
They're
Funny-
definitely planning the We Bear Bears.
Funny enough, I think you said to bring more defense characters. My big brain theory is that anomaly characters have anomaly, and attackers have stunners. I think maybe this new class might be the partners for defense characters.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, we haven't talked about the new class. Yeah.
Well, because we don't know it.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't know it. I actually
We
don't look
shouldn't
at
know
leaks.
Chat, if you know it, we report you.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Calling the cops.
Exactly.
911.
But yes, this
on the
list will
way.
go officially tomorrow in the morning American time. So whether it's us doing them or whether you guys just get it via Twitter, Discord, wherever, please go fill it out. I would love for you guys to participate in this really, really, really cool exercise. And it's a great way to celebrate an amazing first season, a first year of Zenless Zero. So
Fine.
yeah. And we'll present the awards on our next podcast. So you guys go.
Now, before we
homework.
do the mini game, I'm gonna
Yes.
go pee.
Can I pee?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's
Oh my
take a
God,
break.
no, I was okay.
I need to pee.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta use the bathroom too.
Yeah,
Me
let's
too.
take a
Be
break.
right back. Pee
I'll
break, pee
hold
break.
the fort down. I'll hold the fort down. Hi, everybody. What's good? Random news. Aaron Gordon has been diagnosed with left hamstring strain. Dead. No.
Damn,
He pulled a Curry.
that's tough. And why you bring that up, bro? I wanted my boy Jimmy to get a ring so bad. Not this year. Not this
Dude,
year.
I lived in the Bay Area. I lived in San Francisco, man. Pretty much most of my entire life. So, I've been a Warriors fan. My second team actually was the Heat. So, or my second favorite team outside of the Bay or outside of Golden State was
Hey,
the Heat. So, I've been a big fan of Jimmy. And
boy,
seeing him
since
come here, I was like,
Chicago.
okay, we got a chance. And then yeah.
Oh, just unlucky.
Yeah.
I'll
That
be
is
right
what it is, though. Yeah, no worries. But hey, chat, make sure you guys go check out our Spotify if you guys haven't already. If you guys ever go visit Spotify, whether you guys are listening to music or you guys actually listen to podcasts, why haven't you guys checked out the PROXY podcast on Spotify? We are looking to expand our list to other platforms. If you guys have other platforms that we should put our podcast on, let us know. I know some people mentioned a few places, but Smooth Rain, I forgot them. So, ooh, what a pretty card. Ooh, what a pretty card.
I'm distracting chat.
Yeah, we gotta engage. Like you're like the Subway Surfer. You know,
Yeah,
like...
yeah, I'm dangling the key. Ooh, look at it.
Jingle jingle. YouTube music for podcasts. Okay. During the award show, will Piper get an honorable mention for being absent? Potentially, yes. I understand, folks, that there are some things that do not get mentioned, right? Like the defense class. I know Piper Lucy doesn't get a big mention. If you guys look here, we look through W engines. We don't go through a lot of really cool W engines. Dryadis, same thing. We get NPCs here, so a lot of categories that you guys can vote on. I know that we can't fit everything, right? But the whole point is that we don't, because we want to highlight the top of the top. But that doesn't mean we don't want to show love to, you know, those other characters and things. It's just that, again, we gotta also consider simplifying the category list, because if we put everything, it's gonna make it harder for people to choose. So yeah, we have to keep the list between 4 at most 6 characters. So that's the kind of reasoning there, chat. So hopefully you guys understand. Are Bang Boos in the award show? Well, Mark, funny enough, scroll all the way down here and look. I put the little GIFs in there too for you guys. So yes, there are almost any category you can think of for Zenless Zone Zero. We have them. We have 19, if you scroll up here. We have 19 total categories. So you guys will have, you know, it's not just you click on one voting thing and you're done. That this is like a 5 to 10 minute exercise for you guys. So should be fun. Yeah. But GIFs. Yes, it's GIFs, not. Don't. Are any of you guys GIF?
It's GIF. It's GIF. I was gonna correct you on it, but I decided not to cause a war. Sorry.
Okay, Flying Ligma, you wrote the word like it helps us pronounce it.
Say gift.
Gift.
Okay. How's it spelled?
GIFT.
Mm-hmm.
T.
Right. So
yeah.
now replace the T with an S and tell me how you say that.
Wait, I've never heard of that one. I've never heard of that one asked. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
It's definitely GIF.
It's indisputable.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if the creator said it's J like the peanut butter.
Whoa!
I got arguing between GIF and GIF.
Yeah.
That's right.
That creator does not need to refine me because I'm right.
Yeah.
So are we GIF or GIF?
Yeah, I called it GIF. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god!
Overruled. 3 versus 1.
There's no way. I'm the last GIF defender. I'm the last warrior.
Are you doing a subathon at some point, Josh? What was your Bernice thing? Or what's your Bernice goal?
Oh, I'm gonna buy the cosplay.
Yeah. Well, did you meet the goal?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
We're going to.
Well, like, what is the goal? Like, what's the metric there?
Oh, I think it's just 200 subs. I think.
Oh, is
just
it subs?
like monthly goal?
Oh, okay. There should be another sub goal where you permanently have to start saying GIF instead of GIF.
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about
at 300, at 300, I promise to open up Haramasa's character screen. I don't promise I'm building him, but I promise to open it up.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
What's wrong with WAHOO?
High expectations.
All right. If you guys don't know, I am the _1 anti-Haramasa. I'm on that anti-Haramasa agenda. Okay.
He's so pretty though.
Great.
He's just doing his best.
I need to
No,
figure
he's not
out
doing his best. He's trying to get off work.
how I'm gonna do this because I have to stream it, right, to you.
Yeah. So then you, instead of you streaming your camera here, you
Yeah.
turn on the.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
reiterate for the people who just saw that. The green screen backgrounds of the GIF of the men kissing, it's a joke.
Okay.
I said that last time too. It's so funny. If you look at the
just to
list,
preface everybody.
yeah, just to preface,
Ah,
just to
embrace
preface.
it.
And no, it literally. I mean, no, it's funny. Here, look. No, I can't. I think it's TOS actually. I can't put that on.
USA.
Why is it not showing my camera?
My Vivian wallpaper
I mean,
is.
they're just kissing. They're just kissing.
It's explicit kissing,
Inappropriate
but
or
yes.
untoward. Oh.
Oh.
What are they kissing?
Men, other men. Why is this rainbow? Why is it not? Oh, wait, do I need to turn off the virtual cam for this to work?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, can you see me?
And let me flip my screen back to share screen. I gotta flip mine back.
Okay, entire screen. Oh, wait, how am I going to show this? How am I going to show your guys' cams and the thing at the same time?
You should be able to show your screen, yes.
Oh, I know how I'm going to do it. I know how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to do it like this. Oh, there we
Your
go.
screen's so wide.
Yeah, it's that
Oh,
ultra
you
wide.
added images?
Yeah, I added images.
Perfect. Yeah, we kind of do.
That's true.
Okay.
Oh, I was muted.
Show my own camera. Can I make it where I don't show my own stream?
Is Josh talking?
No, I don't think so.
Sorry. I was
No.
talking to chat. What's
Oh,
up?
okay.
Okay,
I saw you talking on camera, and I was like, "Is he speaking?"
Wait, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, do you want to do you want to introduce the mini game?
It's your mini game.
Okay, so guys, as the resident like non-gooner of the group, I thought it would be really funny if I did a gooner mini game. So today, our mini game is smash or pass on the ethereals.
Wow.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be smash or pass on the ethereals. So I have a large list here.
Easy.
We're gonna keep going. Once we roll, right? It's your when it's your turn to spin, we're gonna spin. You can either choose to smash or pass. If you pass, then we'll leave it on the wheel. If you smash, then we take it off of the wheel. And we'll go until there's at least like everyone has at least 3 smash.
Okay.
Real quick though, would you be able to? Because I know you wanted to also show your screen for your.
Oh, I know what you're gonna
stream.
ask. I got you here.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Gorgeous. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick. Awesome. All right. So I think for me, we're the way that my camera is oriented here. We're gonna do age first because actually, you know what? Let's rate this by Gooner. So age is first because most Gooner, and then it's Josh.
That's right.
And then it's me, and then it's Soul last because I don't think I've ever seen that man Goon. So I think we're gonna.
Yeah. It's a known fact for me. For most video games, even fighting games, I mostly play men. I'm not gonna lie.
I only play women.
Oh, so
I play both.
All right.
age doesn't discriminate.
Age, are you ready to
Tuning is
choose
universal.
smash or pass? Are you ready?
Of course.
All
I was
right.
born ready.
All right, let's do it. Spinning the wheel. Spinning the wheel. Who we getting?
Who's first?
Oh, you got the Hornet. You got the
it's so
Hornet. Oh, is it tiny? Here. I can pull up
That's the thing that be with they be with Nineveh, right?
yeah, yes, it's the little Hornet that goes with Nineveh. Let me open up a new tab and let me just like there you go.
Camelot age, depending on your response, I gotta look at you differently. Depending on your response.
See, if it was like, the other party involved in the
Nineveh part
interaction, yeah, then maybe, but I can't say I really like hornets or bees or anything resembling said insect that much, so
Okay.
surprisingly we'll have to pass.
Okay, passing. Wow. Wait, where's the thing at? I'm
I
so
don't
glad.
like void
Oh, there it
bugs.
is.
I'm
Whew.
sorry, guys.
I'm so glad there wasn't anything on my Twitter that was right there. That was just displayed to everyone. That would have been crazy. All right, close.
It's the Mashable ethereal.
Josh, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. If the first is a hornet, oh, I can only imagine. what
Surely
I'll-
it's not gonna go hornet twice.
Yeah.
Oh,
did I
a little
get?
spicy.
Oh, this is easy.
Twin marionette.
With marionettes.
I'll
now,
pull up
they
a
are-
picture. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where is it?
This is easy, bro.
There you
Yeah,
go. There you
yeah.
go. There's the twin marionette.
I just wanted to respect you point up the picture first. But you know, aside from their history as you know, which is a very sad history about you know,
Their backstory,
abuse
right.
and yeah, their backstory. The ethereals themselves are one of the best looking on the crew. So I'm
Okay.
going to have to bring the two on the roster.
All
Bring them on the
right.
roster.
All right. Let's
it's a 2-in-1
Anyway.
deal.
Yeah, 2-in-1 deal. All right,
That's
we're gonna
right,
we'll be
that's right.
removing twin marionette from the
Big
list.
smash.
Josh, that is yours. Twin marionette
That
is
is
yours.
a smash. That is a smash.
All right, now it is my turn. Let's see what we got.
Oh,
Oh,
who is that?
this is the dog.
Oh.
This is the
Okay,
this thing.
ass.
This thing.
Okay.
It's the
Guys,
hottie.
wow.
The hottie.
Okay.
The dog, you say.
Yeah,
Mm.
depending on your
You got
response.
that dog in you, Az?
Here's the thing, though. Look how big that mouth is. No response for that? That's crazy.
That's the thing you want to use to defend yourself as.
No.
What about the mouth intrigues you? Is it the
Yeah.
gaping hole inside?
It's the black hole. Who knows what kind of
Black hole at the-
who
at
knows what
the-
kind of suction that thing's got? No, I think I'm gonna have to. I think I will also pass on that one. I think I'll pass on
Why?
that one.
But think of the suction.
Yeah,
Az.
the suction. True, the suction
suction.
is
That dog
crazy.
in you.
All right, Soul, your turn.
Okay.
Let's see. Wow!
Oh,
that's a good one.
Wow!
No way.
That's
No.
crazy. That's
No.
crazy that you got that
This is-
off rip Nineveh.
That's crazy.
This is what my people will call that's Big Mama. Right there.
Mama.
That's a smash easy.
That's so
We
funny.
got tentacles
I can't
too.
believe-
Damn. Hold on. Maybe you should have been last. Hold on. All right, we're removing Nineveh. Nineveh is souls. Let's go. All right, back up to age.
Oh, here we go. I swear to God, if we get the Hornet again.
Oh, this should be easy for you. This was like a
Who is that?
perfect pick for you. This is the Thracian. This is the dude that aura
hey,
farms with the
okay.
big
Yeah.
staff. and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
This was the
Look
one that
at
was
that
introduced
fucking
to.
waist.
That's a snatch waist. That's a snatch waist.
Wait, is this the one from Harumasa's story?
Yes, this is the one from Harmasa's
Yeah.
story. Yes.
Though? Oh, see, but that's the thing. But this is. Oh wait, this is no. That's like how.
It's just
Oh,
a normal type of ethereal. It's not necessarily specifically Harmasa's master, but it is like this is the one that literally will float in the air and aura farm with a pose before it rains down lightning on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it does aura farm.
Can rain down more than lightning. That's
Mm.
for sure.
Hmm.
Well, we have our answer. It's a big SMAS.
All
All right,
right,
Regis.
let's
Lock it in.
go. All right, Thracian is under the smash. Removed. All right. Josh,
no,
this
the
is
list getting
yours.
smaller.
The list is getting
Please, for the
smaller.
love of God. Okay. Oh,
Bringer about to bring it.
Bringer, let's go.
Yes. My roster is peak. It really is. It really is.
So
You
that's an
smashing that?
immediate smash.
That's
Bringer's
we're
an immediate
Bringer onto the
You had to stand
roster.
up for that one.
I mean, hey, Bringer does
um,
summon hands.
He does summon.
Hey, wait, bring
hands.
him up on the big screen.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Let us look at him in all his glory.
Yes.
Oh.
So he got jobs to handle.
He's very good with his hands. Yeah, he has lots of experience.
Yeah. And you know, he has the whole light show and everything. You know what I mean?
Somebody in chat made a good question. Will you refine him?
Or is he gonna refine
would
you?
I refine him? That's a great question.
That's
Now,
crazy dirty talk. Refine
Oh my
me.
God,
Be
just
his-
imagine
be his
You're
creator.
like, refine me, bring creative.
we're
refined.
The fister.
Hey, you know, we won't know until we try. So bring him on in. Bring him on in.
All right. Let's go.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you
My
got
roster's
twin. You
great.
only have one more spot. Keep in mind, you got twin marionettes
That's
and you
fine.
got Bringer.
That's fine.
All right.
I pray to God it's not the Hornet.
Yeah.
That's all I'm hoping.
I got you.
That's all I'm hoping.
Yeah, hopefully,
It's not, guys.
chat. I hope you guys are having fun with this mini game. No way. No way. Okay, bro. I think I'm gonna have to say smash then. It chose me. It chose me.
It's meant to be, man.
It's not of your own
Think
volition.
of that now.
No, it's not the universe.
No,
it's a
of course.
sign. It's telling me.
He's trying to show you what that mouth does.
Exactly. All right. I do love the
Have
persistence.
faith.
I love the
All right,
persistence.
I've
All
got that
right.
dog in
I
it,
got that
baby.
dog in me. All right. Remove. That's one for me. Soul.
It's one that I'm hoping for.
Oh?
Dude, Soul's getting all the goated picks. What is this?
Okay.
What's this?
This is
Oh,
the
so it's like any
doppelganger.
So I get any of them.
So here's
like
the thing.
Ditto. It's like
This is the doppelganger, which means this is going to turn into whatever you are scared of the most. Whatever your greatest fear is technically who it turns into. Which
Yo,
you
enemies
could
to lovers type.
now I will remind you that in lore, if you are able to trick yourself into like thinking, because it reads minds, if you can trick yourself into thinking that something is what you're afraid of, then it will turn into that. So you if you can trick yourself
that's
well
some
enough,
Batman stuff though. That's some Batman level like.
if you can trick yourself into thinking of whoever, it will
Am I
turn into that.
capable of convincing myself.
Oh no, Jane's so scary.
Yeah, Chad said, "Damn, I'm suddenly scared of hot women."
You know what?
It ain't that simple, chat. Though that's the thing.
That's why I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know if it's that simple because I know what I'm horrified of. And
Oh my God,
so what's your biggest fear?
So, well, I guess when for what it would turn into, I guess like creature wise, it would definitely be some form of big ass animal, like an elephant or something. And I'm not trying to get cooked by a big ass animal.
Yeah. I got you.
I'm passing, bro. I'm passing.
You're passing? Oh shit. Okay.
I'm passing.
All right. I got.
I don't think I got the willpower.
Exactly. Like we all can believe it, but does it really? What's our true biggest fear?
All right, back up to age.
This is an elephant lady.
Oh,
you right. I could have pulled.
Oh, Geppetto.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Let me pull up Geppetto. You know what's so crazy about Geppetto's thing? Geppetto, you can't even tell what the fuck you're looking at when you look at Geppetto here. But this is Geppetto.
That is right. Yeah. Where's his actual face? Is that the bottom? Is actual face?
No, that's the tail. That's the tail. This is his face. because this is like the crown.
What the?
But the
his end game
you know,
model.
he's
His
stringed
end game
up.
model really look like this?
Yeah. Look, Zenless.
I battled him before, but
Geppetto.
like it don't equate.
Yeah. See, it's got the tail is that thing.
I guess
It's just a weird angle. It's a weird angle.
Yeah.
Hey, he got strings.
He got strings.
Chat brings up a good point. Geppetto's into BDSM.
He is.
He is.
Imagine the strings though.
And he has minions.
I mean,
Yeah, so elaborate on that. So elaborate on that. Elaborate on that. So
I mean, I don't know if she's into that, but you know, some people like a party.
Does Age like a party?
I don't know about the party, but hey, hey,
I mean, it's a choice.
Got some of those.
Just focus on Geppetto. Forget about the party.
Yeah, okay, if it's Geppetto minus the party. So chat says Geppetto is a dom because he's in a bondage. Well, I guess we'd be compatible, so I guess smash.
I guess smash. All right. That is 2 for. Wait, what was your first one?
It was the Thracian.
Oh yeah, the Thracian. Yeah, the Thracian. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Farmer.
Geppetto has been removed. Josh, let's see if you're gonna get your third and final.
No party like
ethereal.
Geppetto party.
Like a Geppetto party.
Oh,
No!
Pompey!
No! That's what I wanted, bro.
Dude, Josh's list is kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie.
This is peak.
That's crazy. That is peak man.
Peak ethereal.
It's rigged.
You can ride his motorcycle, bro.
Amongst other things.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so that's an immediate smash, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, your list is done. All right.
Go on in the back.
Your list is the twin marionette.
That's a hall.
Wait, no, who did you have? Who was this?
Bringer.
Bringer, that's right. Bringer and Pompey.
Pompey.
That's crazy work. That is a
That
goated
sounds
list.
like a fucking party.
All right. Josh's list is complete.
I'm so jealous. I can't believe you got Pompey.
Yeah,
Let's go. I didn't get the Hornet.
I did one. Dude, no way! Nah, I have to pass. I have to pass. Surely I'll get a good option eventually, right?
It's two opposite sides of the coin. We got Josh with the peak picks, and then Ass is getting the worst.
I'm being punished for having this be the mini game. All right. Well,
hey, it could be the hit spike. Please don't give me the hit spike.
Yeah, let's see. What that stinger do though? I don't want to find out. Oh, the dead end butcher.
What?
Okay.
That's a great option.
That's a good
He
pick.
can bush me.
Yeah. All right. Sick.
He will.
We smash.
All right. So you got Nineveh and the dead end butcher right now. Those are some pretty good.
Do I get to pick which dead end though?
Yeah, sure. You can pick which one, the mage one or this one.
I like the mage one.
All right. Perfect. Mage, dead end butcher. All right. Perfect. Dead end butcher has been removed. All right. Back up to age. Let's see.
Dullahan.
Will you get your third option?
I think Dullahan's probably the best.
No.
The Hornet is trying to come home.
Dude, the Hornet is horny, bro.
Yeah.
No, I don't want.
You don't want the Hornet?
This is the wrong horny.
All right,
This is the wrong kind of horny.
Somebody love me. Somebody
Get
love
out of
me.
here.
All right. Now that Josh has all three, we will skip and we will go right back to me.
No.
There it is.
This is a pretty good. This is a pretty good option. I think I'm gonna have to smash. Smash. This is definitely a good one.
Big
All
doing
right.
it.
All right, Soul.
Oh,
What is
Please.
left? What
Oh, wait.
hasn't been chosen?
Please.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Come on.
What is that?
Oh, you got him! You got Thanatos!
Now,
Oh my god.
I fuck with Thanatos, but do I gamble
Yeah.
and hope to get the twins?
Mm.
Because
Wait,
if
for
I
another
don't,
twins?
The ambi clones.
yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That I was about to ask like what else was there? Okay,
Yeah,
there's
Palicus,
twins.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
if I don't win.
Chat said gamble. This is a gotcha
Somebody-
game, bro.
You're right. We
True.
gambling.
Is this
All
your
right.
second?
Yes,
We
gamble,
gambling.
gamble,
Pat,
gamble.
This would be my third.
No,
That'll be my
favorite.
That would be his
Oh, that's your
third.
third.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
All right, we're keeping Thanatos in.
Gambling.
All right, back up to age.
Come on. Please not the Hornet. I don't want that
Please,
either.
please.
I
Okay,
don't want that
you
either.
don't want the doppelganger either?
Age, what's your
No, I
What's
don't.
your
biggest fear?
What's your big
Age?
fear?
What's your biggest fear?
You know that one King Kong movie where they go to an island and everything on the island is ginormous?
Yeah.
And how at one point they fall into a ravine that has ginormous
Oh, you're talking about the bamboo spider?
Leeches?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
ever since then, ever since that one scene, I have been traumatized.
Somebody
It
said just be
traumatized me
afraid of
so
Hugo.
much.
It'll be okay.
I
Yeah,
went from no fear to now the concept, the idea of a leech, and I can't.
So that's a pass?
Guys, they're not turning into sexy winning versions
Yeah.
of what you guys are thinking.
Yeah,
They're
that's
just gonna
not-
be the
Sexy
thing.
leech, what?
Yeah.
They're not turning
That's
into
not how
elephant women. They're not
doppelgangers
turning
work.
into leech women.
Yeah, chat's like, oh, but bro, the sexy leech. No, it would turn into a leech, bro. All right, so that's a skip. So back over to me.
No, leave me alone.
Oh, bro, you've
Oh,
got to be
that's
kidding me.
bigger.
Okay,
That's the.
you know what? How many times have I skipped?
This will be your
Twice?
third one.
This is okay. This is my last skip. We'll put a limit. We'll put 3 skips on
How
there.
many
That way I
skips have
can't
I
just
done?
keep skipping. I think you have done 2 skips. I think
No, I
Chad,
think
if
I've
you
done
don't know-
3. I've done 3.
you've done 3. Okay, then
I
you
did
can't.
the Hornet
Okay,
twice.
okay, then no more skips.
No, that was your third. That was your third because I only got my third from the last round. So that was your third.
No, because I said that
We're
one
talking
was my
about we're
third,
talking
so,
about
like,
skips.
that's my
yeah,
three.
The third skip. Yeah.
Yeah, skips.
So I think you have 1 more skip left. I think.
Wait, aren't we doing 3 skips
I
total?
think so. Yeah.
Well, 3 skips
Oh,
for each
no, I've already
person.
done
Soul has
3
2.
then.
Soul has 2, and I have 3. My 3 already. So
Yeah,
we
I
only
mean,
did-
I'm saying I've used my 3 skips already because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
skipped the
Right.
Hornet
Yeah.
twice, and then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
skipped the doppelganger.
Yeah. So whatever you get next is on your
Oh
list.
no!
And then so I I'm gonna skip this. Whatever I get next is on my list. That'll be my third one.
Okay.
I think you have
Well,
1
hopefully
more
I don't
skip,
need to
Soul.
skip.
Yeah. I
Soul
think you
has
have
1 more skip.
I won't need to skip because I'm about to get what I want right
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah. I got you.
Oh yeah!
Oh, the gotcha
What?
works. The
What?
gotcha
We
works.
don't need to skip. I'm out.
What?
We smashing.
We smashed
Oh
it.
my god!
Confidently.
That's crazy.
So
Confidently.
I'm gonna
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
pull up their image, and while I pull up
Yeah.
their image, I do actually want to read out their description in game. Have you guys read
Look
their
at this,
description
man.
in game?
Nope.
Oh, I've seen them
No, I
again.
know.
Okay,
Nah,
great.
but it's probably sad.
I'm
Sad.
no, it's not actually. I'm going to read
Oh.
you the description of
Yeah.
Palicus. Give me 1 second and let me pull it up here.
You're making this sound so ominous.
It's
I
actually
think I
crazy.
think I might have got the best one.
It is quite literally the horniest description of an enemy in the game.
I got the best
Okay,
one.
here we go. Ethereals that are always seen in pairs, distinguished by their peculiar physical traits. A profound bond exists between the two. And then this is dialogue between 2 people. Whoa, that was close. Don't just deal with one. You gotta watch out for the ladies' sneak attacks. Hold on, ladies? Has being in the hollow for too long made you see even the ethereals as attractive? Dude, I know ethereals and I know ladies. I swear. Palicus are definitely ladies. Other quote, no way. That long hair, those legs, they're like total factory made babes. My sister taught me that term. How's your sister doing lately? She's actually getting better, but next month's medical bills, gotta hustle that cash from these ethereal hotties. Ain't easy being an older brother, eh? Here's the deal. I'll keep Palicus busy and you give me your sister's number. And it says, like I'm actually gonna give you her number. And then it says, from the last words of 2 young Hollow Raiders.
Last words. Legendary. Wow.
We knocking down the sisters, bro. I'm here for it.
I mean, did that person lie?
Yeah, so
I
there
don't
you
see
go.
any lies.
This
No
is
lies.
Any lies?
this
In
is
my
real.
book,
I'm
they
not
went on
kidding.
like happy men.
Yeah, there you go. No, chat, I'm not kidding. If you go in game, go to the like ethereal debrief and look at the description. I am not kidding at one bit. That is the official description of this enemy. All right.
At first, when you was reading, I was thinking, is this Billy talking?
Yeah,
And you said sister, I was like, hold up, he doesn't have any siblings.
So yes, that
Factory
is
made
gone.
babes.
All right, Age,
Factory
whatever
made
you get
babes.
next
Oh my
is
God.
on your list.
Oh my
Hornet
God,
and the hitch
please.
spike is still there.
If it's not
And
Thanatos,
the
it's
dog
cooked.
bit. Thanatos, pull it. No!
Oh, you're
no!
cooked. Oh, you got the spider. Oh,
You got hitch spike.
Ooh.
I'll take that over
Uh-oh.
the doppelganger. I'll take that over the leeches.
You sure? Them things are like almost like face huggers.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
kind of like face huggers. It's kind of
Yeah.
the immediately.
Have you seen their animation? How they latch on to the
Nah, forget
to
Yeah,
the
I was like,
minions?
forget how
you
they
gotta,
latch
like,
on.
Shut up! Shut up!
Hey,
Think
Shut
about
up!
when there's no enemy for it to go to, it's on its back and it's like.
No, we do not need descriptions. No,
You're
no.
right.
yeah, he
Well-
gonna be crawling all on you.
All right, Age. That is your third and final pick. Now, whatever I get is also my third and final pick.
Let it be deterrent.
It's
It's gonna
I'm gonna buy it.
it's gonna be Hornet.
Oh.
I've been waiting for this.
Okay.
I've been waiting.
Okay.
Absolutely smash, bro. Absolutely.
What is your fear?
No. I think I can. I think I can do the gaslight, and I can do whatever I want.
You can gaslight
I can
yourself.
gaslight myself into be interfering anything. So
Just because I'm
absolutely.
interested, though, what is your fear?
You know what's so crazy? I've actually been asked that so much, and I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's an actual like fear. I don't think I like have one. The only thing that gets me like is like nails on chalkboard, but that's not like a fear. That's just like an ick from like a noise. But
Yeah.
I don't know if there's
That was
anything that
me.
I'm actually scared of. Which I know
That was
I
me
can see
before
that.
watching the King Kong
We're
movie.
about to find out. Now we're about to
Fair.
find out.
I think chat said Asriel
I
can
feel
fix
like
the
it's like-
doppelganger.
My
I
true
can fix that.
fear isn't like a physical thing. It's like, you know, like whenever I was talking to my homie the other day. It's like you see, like, you know how oil rigs are in the middle of nowhere, and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's empty. So like my fear is like being in somewhere of like pitch black darkness, and I
Oh,
just
like
can't see anything,
Straight
but I
isolation.
can hear something.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, removed. I think that's is that everyone?
I think that's
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I think I had 3 extras.
Dang.
So
You didn't get nobody got Thanatos. Well,
nobody
I mean,
got that.
I
Well,
passed them.
yeah, it passed.
I got
but
peak.
There we go. I'm surprised nobody got
What was the other
Mandrake.
one?
Mandrake. That's the
What's
it's the big
That's
shield
the
thing
turret.
that rotates.
The one that shoots.
It like spin. No, it doesn't shoot. It shields.
It's,
It
like-
doesn't,
it's like
it
a
doesn't have
turret.
weakness, right?
Wait, where's the one that
you can't
shoots it?
anomaly it.
The one that
You
shoots
can't
it is
stun it
called.
either, yeah.
I don't know what it's
Nah,
called, but it's not the Mandrake.
Okay, yeah. It's like
But-
a
Oh,
pillar
the one
looking
that shoots
thing.
wasn't on the list.
This is
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. Okay,
This is
okay,
wild.
okay.
What I'm about to say. If you would have got it though, it's like a spank machine.
Sorry.
You know what? Soul shouldn't have been last. Soul is secretly the
Soul.
Gooner.
Swap me and Soul in the Gooner list. What?
I need to stand up for that one. I need to stand up for that one.
Soul is cooking. That's
Soul is
crazy.
cooking. Soul was a Gooner all along. Soul was the Gooner.
Leaguer. I mean,
I never said I
We all
wasn't.
play Zenless Zone Zero,
That is
okay?
true.
Okay.
That
I
is
never
true.
said I
It
wasn't.
does come with the
That is
comes
true.
with the
We
media.
did place you before you could defend yourself. So that's on us. That's on us.
Nah,
But,
no defending on my end. I like to not be a front facing goon sometimes.
Oh,
You know?
okay. Fair.
Keep it on the
Well,
low.
who did you guys think won? Let us know down in the comments, and make sure to comment over on the YouTube side, Spotify side. And yeah, do you think we missed with the Hornet? Anyways, but yeah, with Az taking a leave of absence.
about to say,
he's
I
back.
had to, dude. I had to pee,
Take a
bro.
walk.
I was a
Had to-
great.
had to
I
take
was
a walk.
already standing. It was a great excuse to just go.
Yeah. But that'll wrap it up with Proxy Podcast episode 9, folks. Did you guys enjoy?
let's go
Hey, let us know.
Yeah, I hope you guys
Yes.
enjoyed the mini game. I hope it wasn't too.
I hated it.
I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't uncomfortable.
I
I got a squad. I got my roster.
You
Terrible.
did get a
I'm good.
crazy
Terrible.
squad.
I'm good. I'm good.
I was good
but
up until the end.
let's introduce everybody firstly with our special guest, Soul. Thank you so much for coming on to the stream and of course the Proxy Podcast. Thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate
Pleasure
you for
having
having me. I was bugging Josh for a couple months now. I'm like, bro, put me on the podcast. He's like, I got you. Bro never hit me back for a few months. And I was like, okay, it's all good. I'll just wait for my time.
It's your time.
But all seriousness, though,
No.
appreciate
We
Have
had to
fun time.
save the better podcasty for later. That's what it is.
No, because
Yeah.
Soul, we had to wait for the Gooner game.
Yeah, we had
for
to
you come on.
expose you.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
We had to
That's what it
expose you
was.
as an actual
Perfect timing.
gooner.
Perfect timing. No,
but Soul.
we can't put this episode up. We can't.
Yeah. We're doing it live.
No, yeah, it's already out. Yeah, it's already pushed. But Soul, what have you been working on? And yeah,
Sorry,
what's up?
that's a goated comment. They said if Soul is a fan of fighting games, then he's Soul down bad guy. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Wait, that's good.
That's good. That's funny. My favorite Guilty Gear character too.
Oh, is it really? Oh, dude.
So
Hey.
bad guy. That's
We
my-
need to play.
that's my
We need to
guy.
play Guilty Gear at some point. Just any fighting game at some point. We need to play.
Or especially when Lucy come out. I
Oh,
know you
dude.
saw. I know you saw it.
I saw
Oh.
it. I already knew.
You saw it.
I knew Lucy was gonna play how I wanted her to play, and I'm very excited to have her come out.
Yes, sir. But what did you
But,
say a second ago, Josh?
Yeah. We were just dude, we could talk so much more. But where can we find you? What have you been working on?
Soulless Soul, access. Blame EO for the excess part. He wanted me to do it, so I was like, all right, it is what it is. But making Zenless content, of course. P5X. I'm debating. We might upload down the channel too. If you don't know me, the one thing you do need to know, I'm a big ass Persona shield. That is my favorite JRPG franchise of
It's
all
good.
time. I'm locked in. That's what I'm debating, like to play Expedition 33, but I still need to finish P3 Reload, and I still need to play Metal 4. So Expedition might get put to the back a little bit.
Yeah,
We'll
in
see
the
though.
backlog.
But
Yeah, the back door.
The back door. Yes.
But yep, Zenless, YouTube, back to streaming. I finally got back to streaming. Had terrible internet for months, but we good now. So streaming regularly again.
Hell yeah.
And excited for 2.0. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Goated.
Appreciate y'all.
As
Hello. My name is Azrael Vanity. I do Zenless lore. You can find me at Azrael Vanity on YouTube and Twitch. I multi-stream in both places. I already yapped about the story stream that's coming out, or stream, it's not a stream, it's story movie that's coming out soon on the channel. So look forward to that. I also have another video that's already recorded that I need to just edit, which is just kind of like a recap of the Exaltists and like what they are. So that's coming out soon. And then also, I will be fully announcing with the custom artwork soon. But season 2 of my Zenless game show that's based around Jeopardy. Yes, I'm having 12 creators on again.
Waiting,
Actually, technically, I'm having 13 on this time, but one of them is a pair. A little tease, but I have way more custom artwork done this time. And more than just the bang boo for the contestants. It was a lot of artwork. And I will be announcing that fully soon. And the actual game show.
Picked the players?
I already picked the players. I did. I tried to. I tried to make sure that I didn't have any. I don't think I have any repeats at all, actually. Because I wanted to. Yeah. I got you. There'll be less scuff this time than the first time because I'm actually gonna have someone like operating the game show. Like how Josh does his. That way I can focus on hosting. Also, I have a way better computer now, so my headphones won't randomly lose all audio. People's cameras won't randomly disappear during the game show. But yeah, it's literally based around Jeopardy. It's going to be 4 teams of 3 people based on their type of content. And it's just going to be a Jeopardy game based all on season 1 of Zenless Zone Zero. And the actual game show is very soon. So it's not like I'm just announcing it and it's going to be like a long time away. It is soon. So look forward to that. I'll be posting the announcement on Twitter and on YouTube, the little YouTube post as well. So yeah, you can.
So hold on, is it before 2.0?
Yeah. Yes, it'll be after the dev stream, but before 2.0 launches.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Small window, but yeah. Exciting. Okay. H.
Hello, I'm Age KK on most platforms, and I am a big gooner.
You're marketing that now?
I don't know.
Age, what are we working on? Age.
What are we working on? Well,
what have we been doing?
Okay, I'm a little bit late about this, and I mean by the time this podcast goes out, it should be out already, but I may or may not be working on my first ever very, very serious, very legit guide for a Zenless Zone Zero character.
Oh?
Very, very serious with reputable information.
No way. That's crazy. I can't wait to see you. Yeah, I can't wait to see you break through the meta content.
Yeah, I'm gonna break through the meta and make a meta guy.
Right.
Age is creating the whole new meta. Age is gonna create a whole new meta.
But yeah, and apart from that, usually what I do is I do a lot of reactions and story playthroughs, and I've also been playing through Expedition 33. I just started right before this podcast, and I've been having a great time. So yeah, just been working on. I have a lot of ideas actually for future videos about Zenless, WUWA, Star Rail, Reverse. Those are the gacha games I play, and I'm really excited to kind of branch out apart from not just reactions. And looking forward to it. So that's what I have on the horizon. And yeah,
we love Age content.
Yes, we do.
I'm just getting into it.
It's goated.
Yes, sir. It's very good.
You sing, don't you? Like make music?
Yeah, sometimes.
Don't say that. Don't say
I
sometimes.
also post covers sometimes. I do have some covers that are being worked on that I forgot about, which I will continue working on. So yeah.
We all know.
We
all know the Bernice cover was the best thing to ever come to fruition.
Yes. If you guys ever heard
you did a Bernice cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a parody of the Bernice song called "Pulling Desires."
We'll be watching that after.
No, here you can get a live show right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and go. Gotcha.
Proxy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Proxy.
Pull.
That's a good song. You should listen to it.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. And to wrap us up, hey folks,
Gosh,
it's your host with the most. Thank you.
I thought you forgot.
Sorry. My bad.
Go again. My bad. I thought you were gonna close the show before introducing yourself. I was like, Josh.
No, honestly, I forget myself a lot. But thank you, H. But yeah, it's your host with the most. It's your boy Josh, and of course, for the folks following at home, again, you guys saw us working on the latest award show that's going to happen with the Proxy podcast. That will be next week. I have a bunch of guides, tutorials, and beginner guides as well. As I'm going to kind of refresh my library for you guys to teach you guys and reteach you guys a lot of fun concepts to get you guys ready for 2.0. And then we have one more thing to talk about.
We're going to talk about the art thing?
Do we want to talk about that?
I don't know if that was the thing you were thinking of, if that's what you were talking about. Just that it's happening. Yeah, okay, but what
it will be happening. Do we plan on having it during 2.0? Because I think that's the realistic way.
I mean, we can't. I mean, well, yeah. I don't think it was going to be like anytime before 2.0, but yeah. Chat, I know you're confused. Just don't worry about it right now.
Yeah. There's some
I'm confused too.
There's some art fun times with art that's coming. So if you guys think you have the chops and what it takes to be an artist, if you're already an artist, then come. Anyway, art. It's art stuff. If you like art, you'll be able to. It's art stuff. But as you can tell, we have a lot of stuff cooking for just our respective channels and also the Proxy podcast as well. And stay tuned for a very, very special episode aside from the award show. That'll be collaborative with another podcast. Just to tease that a little bit, wink, wink. Other than that, I think we're about to wrap up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, if you guys are on Spotify, make sure you guys rate us 5 stars. Come on. It's a slider. It's a thing. You just click it. Just click it. Come on now. Come on now. And make sure to like and comment how much you guys loved us over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. Proxy Podcast. Clap and wave, everybody. Clap and wave. Do your
Goodbye.
best. Yeah.
Thanks for joining. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, folks. All right. There you go. Oh, where's my stop recording? There we go.
That was a goated episode. That was very good.
That was a great episode.
Soul, you explained things so well. I really liked the way you did the HP inflation thing without throwing any fire, and then I immediately went in behind you and did the opposite. But
ignited it.
That was
the funny thing is that I retweeted the tweet, but I didn't even read any of the text on the thumbnail that Josh made. So I didn't expect. Well, I kind of expected the HP inflation conversation because I was at work and I was thinking, what are we going to talk about? And I was like, you know what? Let me get ready, get my thoughts ready for this.
Yeah, you had it like so concise too. It was so
locked
good.
and loaded.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I should actually make the video, but I'm good.
Yeah, I don't do drama. That is the only time you will see me say what I said. I will not go into any drama while I'm streaming.
To be fair though, and I'm not trying to like bring anybody into like the particular conversation or like point out anybody in particular, but like I feel as though just the whole general like situation is that like an outside creator brought this issue and like kind of torch the flame a little bit through feel onto the flame a little bit when most, if not all, the Zenless Zone creators were kind of like,
I mean, I feel like
that's
how a lot of communities like kind of get like situations, because like if things are like died down and like there's not a lot of new eyes on a game or anything, then the community will be pretty chill. But I mean, yeah, if stuff starts to go crazy, it's normally new eyes that will like bring different opinions and whatever to it. But like I said, I don't really think the arguments are too needed to be talked about, because it doesn't matter how things go, there will always be an argument. There will always be an issue, no matter what game, no matter what the topic is. You can never please everybody. So
Yeah, and for
it
me,
is
like
what it is.
I don't even have a like issue like with like the conversation happening. It's just like the
Yeah, same.
angles that be presented. It's like, you trying to paint this in a specific picture, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But,
Alrighty.
yeah, it is
Why did
getting
this is why I just
late.
focus on gooning.
Yeah.
Angel's over here. Yeah, I just pulled the the M6
I just pull,
Hugo.
That's why we
Yeah.
ended the stream the
Story.
way we did. Ended off with gooning.
Yep. As it should, as it always should. I thought that was a very fun one. Well, I'll have to come up with a new. I don't know how I'm gonna top Smash or Pass Ethereals. We'll see.
Smash or Pass Ethereals, yeah, that's your magnum opus.
Yeah.
Really.
Never done anything
yes.
better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to think of something new. But anyway, thank you guys
working on gathering
for
stuff from mine.
having another episode. It's always fun doing these. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go get some dinner because I have a movie that I need to make in like
Ooh,
like
what
an
movie?
hour. I hold on, I forgot the name of it. It's one with Tim Robinson. Do you know Tim Robinson?
I don't know actor names.
I know Sinners and Thunderbolts. I don't know. That's the only.
It's
know
called
Thunderbolts.
Friendship.
Movie.
It's called Friendship. Here's the thing. I don't know. Do you know? I think you should leave the show. It's like a comedy. It's like okay.
Oh,
the
no.
comedy is very specific. I love that shit so much. If you guys like want to see the stupid shit that makes me laugh really hard, watch I Think You Should Leave. You can Google I Think You Should Leave best skits, by the way, on YouTube after, if you like just want to not watch the show and just like look at it. Anyway, it's kind of like really shitty humor, but it's really funny. And they made a movie involving Tim Robinson, which is going to be that type of humor. So I'm going to go watch it.
Well, have fun.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yes, thank you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. So we need to play fighting games.
Bye-bye.
Challenge me literally whenever, and I will find time.
I got you.
All right, perfect. Okay, goodbye. All right, gamers. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream share. So say goodbye to the other chat. Say goodbye to the other chat. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you had a fun time. Again, like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna beat the Smash or Pass Ethereals. But yeah, I'll try to find a way to get a better minigame. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for joining. I hope you had fun. And the next one should be really good because I'm pretty sure the next Proxy podcast is going to be happening after the 2.0 stream. So we will have so much to talk about. That'll be really, really fun. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys. Love you all. Thank you for joining. Mwah. I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.